I am back. It's time to log in. I hear we have a patch, chat. I hear there's a patch. I get summoned from my slumber, from my rest, from my peaceful evening where I was just sitting, hunched over some magic cards. I hear about patch. I awake. And here I am. Time for Dota. Updating and launching right now. Let's head in and patch note reading time. Looky here. 741 gameplay patch. Gameplay update. Okay. Or two different things. Oh, I see. It was launched the day after. But it was already an hour ago. Anyway. Anyway, we are here. Time to go through it. First of all, first line. The first thing we read. Facets are now removed from the game. Just boom. We open up, facets removed. Innate abilities no longer scale with other abilities levels. All innate abilities that used to scale with other abilities now either provide unchangeable... Yes, Ben. Unchangeable bonus or improve on per level basis. Okay, abilities they improve with hero level, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, makes sense. Specific stuff. Added UI shows you which parameters. Flagbearer creep experience bounty increased from 57 to 60. Big. 3 more XP, boys. First +1 siege creep timing is decreased from 35 to 30 minutes. So more siege creeps earlier. If I understand it correctly, right? First +1 is there, and second now occurs at 60. Second? Wait, so there's 3 siege creeps? I didn't know that there ever was 3 siege creeps. Was that earlier or later before? Never played that ultra late game, you know. Adjusted the meeting point of lane creeps towards the off lane. Now off lane creeps are slightly slowed upon leaving the base. Okay, safe lane creeps are slightly sped up. I see. So easier off lanes. All sections of the currents now give max movement speed bonus of 150. Okay. Seems good. Tormentor's spawn preference has switched. Now begins in the bottom chasm. Sure. Unyielding barrier base increased from 2,000 to 3,000. Upgrade per minute increased from 20 to 50. What? Is it just going to be unkillable? What is this? Region is decreased from 40 to 20. Okay. That's good. And barrier region upgrade. So it regions 20 less per second, but it does have a whole lot more barrier, right? 50% more from the start. I guess it depends what speed you take it at. I guess this makes a lot of heroes that previously couldn't really take Torm can now take it. Yeah, I wonder if this is gonna make Torm, I guess, easier for some heroes, but maybe scarier for others. Because it is tankier overall. Just, yeah, reflect is this. Oh, I see. Reflect base damage reflection from 50 to 30%. Oh, wow. The shining damage decreased from 60 to 20 as well. Shining damage. Wow. Okay, Tormentors. Okay, it's definitely a lot easier now. 60 to 20. Thank you, Sandra. The status rest no longer deals damage to neutral units. Player that got item shards will no longer receive gold. And players reward if all players have Agnum Shard decreased from 455 to 415. Roshan's pit preference is switched as well, so he's going to be opposite side. This is probably just to balance like Radiant Dire advantages. Wisdom Shrines and Lotus Pools now reverse their countdowns if heroes from opposing teams enter. Ah, yes, instead of pausing. Wait. Reverse their countdowns if heroes from opposing teams enter instead of pausing it. Okay, so if someone's almost taken it and you step in, you move it back down to 0. Okay. So there's no like awkward camping it or like disrupting. This is a big nerf to Shadow Demon and those type of heroes, right? All those heroes who go in and just make you disappear and steal it. The Shadow Demons and the heroes who could easily just push you out and yoink it. Also does make it hard for me to do my bounty on just stealing, I guess. Wisdom Shrine experience changed from 280 per interval to 200 base and 300 subsequent shrine. Sure. Don't really care too much. Position closer to Lotus. Oh, it's low ground. Yeah, I like that. Tormentor being low ground makes sense. Easier to contest. I've said this before. It being a high ground is really awkward. It should be a low ground. It should be dangerous to take it instead of having the advantage of being high ground. Twin gate slightly moved from the stairs. Yeah, okay. I'll see all that when we get in-game. Stuff moving around. We'll get to that. Honestly, don't care so much about the reading all the things moving. We'll see it when we're getting him. Mechanical changes. Health restoration now applies to all forms of life gain. Previously did not apply to incoming heals. Ooh, so health restoration is stronger in that regard. Incoming heal amplification now stacks diminishingly with health restoration, which additively, instead of additively with outgoing. Okay. Spells that previously had separate value for heal reduction now only modify health restoration. As a result, spells that only modify health restoration will now additionally affect incoming heals. Okay, so generally health restoration is better now than before. Physical and magical lifesteal will not take into account overall damage reductions or amplifications when computing how much to lifesteal. This affects the following. Yeah. Did they not do that before? I mean, some physical lifesteal definitely did. I mean, it's a semi-exhaustive list that they have here of things, but like TA's refraction, for instance, or it's not against barriers like that, just damage reduction levels, I guess. Yeah, just stuff that reduces the damage by a fixed amount. Okay. Historically, lifesteal was calculated before some damage reductions and applications were amplified. You can gain health from attacks that dealt no damage, like attacks against the hero affected by Aeon Disc Combo Breaker. This will not happen anymore. Sure, so no healing against them. Also, sort of reflection damage now have alt note detail and mechanics of reflected damage. Okay, let's get into the nitty gritty. We're in the item changes. Shop reshuffle. Items in all shop categories except for consumables have been rearranged to accommodate new items. Oh god. Consumables now includes infused raindrops. That makes sense. Chasm Stone. Chasm. Provides 40 AoE. Interesting. 40 AoE from this. Costs 800 golds. AoE bonus from multiple of them do not stack. Cool. We have the shawl for 10% magic res. Okay. We have a splint mail for 7 armor, 950 gold. Sure. And wizard hat. 125 Yo, this is Lich with the wizard hat build coming in. Oh, this is gonna be the fucking Lich item. No? I think you start with like 3 fucking wizard hats on Lich, dude. Just buy wizard hats immediately. Send out an extra one. Infinite mana. I put on my robe and my wizard hat. Exactly. Beautiful. And then some balance changes here. I mean, interesting new items. AoE is definitely curious to see what it's going to be used on. But the wizard hat seems really, really useful. This is also very cheap magic res, honestly. 10% for 450 gold. Pretty affordable. Pretty affordable, especially when you consider it. This is 900 gold for 18%. It's curious the cloak is still there and shawl exists as well, though. Kind of competing. Cornucopia is gone? Fucking F, dude. It's gone. Okay. Reset cooldowns no longer refreshes items or refreshes shard. Oh boy. They did it. No double BKBs anymore, boys. No double blinks. Ring of Health and Voidstone are back in the secret shop. Dear lord. So confusing, man. Voodoo Mask, more spell lifesteal. That's pretty big. 15% is a lot, dude. Voodoo Mask looks hella good right now. That actually does look good. 650 gold for 15% spell lifesteal. Alright, what do we have here? New items. I'm fucking hungry. Consecrated Wraps. New armor item. Bit Booster. Shawl, the mini cloak. Crown, and a recipe. 2.6k gold total. 15% magic res. 250 health. 6 to all stats. That is good value survivability. And then it gives you Hallowed. Gain a stack every 3 seconds, up to a maximum of 3 stacks, whenever the wearer takes damage from a player-controlled unit or Roche. All stacks are removed to create an all-damage barrier for 7 seconds that absorbs 120 damage per stack removed, up to 360. If there were reached a max amount of stacks at least once in a game, regaining a stack provides a non-stacking buff that increases move speed by 20% for 7 seconds. Wait, what? Wait, what? You 20% movement speed for 7 seconds? When they come back? And you gain one every 3 seconds. Whoa. Whoa, this thing is good. Has no damage threshold, but doesn't proc on health loss damage. Can't gain stacks for 30 seconds. This thing is fucking good. This thing is good. Yeah, no doubts. This is very good. Insane on Necro, no? Necro and Death Prophet. And probably a lot of other heroes. Like, fucking Morphling, dude. Like, honestly, slap this shit onto some random hero who wants some survivability. Like, even Morphling. Magic res and stats. Not too bad. And then damage block so you don't die like a Pepegel and Zeus ultis. It's not bad, I don't think. Yeah, it's a, like, burst prevention as well. I think that's a really good item. The movement speed. So you run around the corner after you're being chased. 3 seconds after you gain a charge. 20% movement speed. You're out of there. Or you fucking turn and chase. I mean, yeah, it's good. Krellas Crozier. Crozier? Gold Scepter. Soul Booster. And a recipe. Okay, so pretty premium item. Pretty big item here. 4.8k gold. 6 to all stats. 450, 450. Rite of Remusk. The wearer enters ghost form for 4 seconds. Becomes immune to physical damage. Unable to attack. And 30% more vulnerable to magic damage. Deal 5% movement speed from enemy heroes in 900. It's another item that's like similar hero type that wants it. Steal movement speed for enemy heroes in 900 radius every second. For 4 seconds. Movement speed steal lasts 1.5 seconds. Bonus a stack and have duration refreshed on gaining new stacks. No mana cost. No mana cost 20-second cooldown? Ghost form and stolen speed can be dispelled off the wearer, but stealing debuff, the stealing debuff that provides new stacks can't. Passive petrification aura. Okay, it's not enough. Reduces health restoration of nearby enemy heroes by 30% while Rite of Remusk is active. Whoa! I see. Health restoration fucked over. Increased 75%. And all of the lost health restoration is redirected to the wearer every second? Oh, oh, dude, it's an what? These items are insane for Death Prophet Necro, both of them. Yeah, this is literally just like Necro's Facet became an item, and I guess facets are gone. So I guess now you kind of want this. Hmm. Both of these are crazy for the same archetype of hero, I would say. Very interesting. Essence Distiller. I think the first one is stronger, by the way. I think this is stronger, but this also looks really good. It is a much bigger item, though. I mean, that aura is fucking good. But the active is also quite nice. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Essence Distiller. You can also buy it against them to counter them. Yeah, that's true. Essence Distiller, Urn of Shadows, Chainmail, Wizard Hat, Recipe. So this is a new Spear Vessel or what? Mana Regen, all stats, armor, and mana. Soul Release. Okay, so is this just Spear Vessel? Provides health regeneration. The ally is attacked by an enemy or roche. Attack is lost. Cast an enemy. Damage per second. Provides true sight over them. And shares their vision with the rarest team. A bit different. Both effects last 8 seconds. Can be cast on the ground to put a dormant effect that will latch onto the first enemy hero that comes within 400 range. Also, you can put it like a trap. Effect waits for 15 seconds, provides 400 vision until it disappears. Gains charges every time an enemy hero dies within 1500 range. Interesting. Yeah, it's like a mix between a landmine and the old urn. Or spirit vessel. Very curious. I'm very curious. Sounds very good. You can use it for vision, so that sounds pretty good too. All these items sound very usable so far. Specialist Array is now an armaments item, okay. It's returning. It's a regular item you purchase. Blade of Alacrity, Broadsword, and a recipe. 2.5k gold, 50. 20 damage, 12 agi. Gives split shot. Ranged heroes only. Holy shit, new farming item just dropped. Ranged attacks have 30% chance to fire an additional projectile at up to 2 nearby enemies that aren't the original attack target within 120-degree angle in front of the wearer and within attack range plus 150. Okay, so it's not a 360 fucking split shot. It's basically like a Battle Fury. It needs you to shoot in the 120-degree angle in front of you. Okay. Additional projectiles deal 20 plus 75% of a normal damage attack and do not trigger on hit effects. The primary attack deals 20 plus the full damage of a normal attack when the ability procs. And any cooldown on this? What was the cooldown? Oh, is this passive chance to... Okay, there's no cooldown. Huh. No cooldown, you say? Interesting. Very interesting. The primary attack deals bonus damage when this procs too. So this works really well with attack speed. Interesting. I'm just seeing like a team stacked up and a fucking Wind Ranger focus firing one guy and fucking accidentally hitting a bunch of other guys. Also doing bonus damage. Interesting. Very interesting. Doesn't work with other sources of secondary projectiles from hero abilities. No flak cannon, split shot, or gunslinger. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Seems very curious. Doesn't seem like a bad farming item. And also, pretty good damage stats, right? 32 damage for 2.5k gold. Pretty good. Hydra's Breath. Specialist Array. Oh shit, it can be upgraded. Dragonlance and Specialist Array, Orb of Venom, and a recipe becomes Hydra's Breath for almost 6k gold. 25 damage, 30 agi, 15 strength, 150 attack range. Passive Miasma attack poisons the target, dealing magical damage equal to 2.5% of the target's max health per second. If the debuff is reapplied, the duration is refreshed. Okay, so you're just casually doing a 2.5% of their max HP per second. That's pretty good burn. That's pretty good burn for sure. And Polycephaly. Ranged attacks have a 30% chance to fire at up to 3 nearby enemy heroes that aren't originally on target. So one more extra target in a 120 angle. Same as the other one. Additional projectiles, blah, blah. Okay, rest seems normal. Similar to specialist array, doesn't work. Okay. Curious. I mean, this seems so good. Like, Drow Ranger and a lot of other heroes are going to really enjoy this. A different upgrade path for Dragonlance. I do think Hurricane Pike is not to be slept on, though, on those type of heroes. And you're not going to want to buy 2 Dragonlances, right? Unless they change to Pike. So if you're choosing between the two, it does come with a drawback. But, yeah, I could see myself buying this shit on Sniper, dude. Holy fuck. Like, Sniper, I can already go Shard. I don't have to go Hurricane Pike. And this seems really good on Sniper, not gonna lie. Seems really fucking good on him. Yeah, I mean, a lot of heroes. A lot of range heroes are gonna enjoy this. Wizard Hat is required for the mana boots. They are slightly more expensive, but they do give max mana pool now, so that's nice. Guardian Greaves, same change to them, basically. Battle Fury uses Perseverance again. Nice. Balance is restored in the world. Same cost overall, so no real change. BKB is not going down to 6-second duration anymore. I'm guessing this is because we're not going to be able to refresh BKB. As the Refresher Shard said, we can't refresh it. I assume Refresher Orb is going to have the same change. 7 seconds is still plenty of time. I am pretty fine with this change. Blade Mail recipe change, Splint Mail instead of Chain Mail, and less cost on the recipe. Does make it maybe a little bit harder to get the armor value. Big part of buying Blade Mail was that you buy that Chain Mail nice and early. Splint Mail is significantly more expensive. So maybe a nerf to Blade Mail. Armor bonus down on the Crimson Guard. Base damage block rescaled from 70 for all units to 70 on melee and 45 on ranged. And then max health damage block. Yeah. So basically nerfed. It was too strong before. Makes sense. Dagon, recipe changed. Now requires point booster, wizard hat, crown instead of diadem and voodoo mask. Cost is unchanged. Total recipe cost is unchanged. Total cost increased from 2,800 to 3,050. Doesn't give spell lifesteal anymore, notably. That's a pretty big change. And all stats is also reduced, but now it provides health, mana, and cast range. Ooh, cast range on the Dagon, you say? I mean, there are a lot of heroes that want cast range. There are a lot of heroes that want cast range that also want Dagon. Does not stack with Aetherlance or multiple Dagons. But yeah, I mean, Rubik, Nyx, Lion, I mean, a lot of heroes, Caudle, you know, a lot of heroes are going to be able to use this really, really well. And not have to go for Aetherlance instead. It does give quite little cast range on level 1, noteworthy. Only 60. And level 5, it does give 180 cast range, which is a lot. That is a significant amount of cast range, but that's also maxed out Dagon, and you don't get spell lifesteal from it. Does it? It does not heal anymore. At all. No spell lifesteal, and it does not heal when you click it on something. And the cringe. And the cringe. Energy burst cast range is decreased from 700 to 900 to 640 always. Wow, so the effective range difference is from 700 to 900 to 700 to 820. So actually on max level Dagon now, you have less range than before, despite it giving you cast range, whereas it previously didn't. So you're telling me it has less range than before, and it doesn't heal you. And doesn't give you spell lifesteal. That's bait. That's bait right there. Dagon is gonna suck, I'm telling you. It may be okay on some heroes, but losing the heal is a huge thing. And the fact that it actually has less cast range than before on top of that, the Dagon itself is pretty ass. So you would really need to be on a hero that wants to get the cast range and also wants to buy the Dagon. Which, you know, yeah. I'm not sure about that. I think Dagon fucking sucks. I think previous Dagon would be much better. Dragonlance range attack bonus is decreased by 10. And the thrust is reduced a little bit. Yeah, sure. A little tweak to the thrust. No big changes there. So Hurricane Pike still available. Like I said, you're gonna have to make a conscious choice if you go Hurricane Pike or if you go for the fucking I don't know, fire lance thing. The fucking Hydra beam. Drum of Endurance recipe changed. Headdress instead of Robot Magi. Okay, that's a buff actually. Total cost unchanged. No longer gives int. Okay. I would say that's actually making drums a bit better than before for a lot of heroes. Maybe not for all heroes, because you don't get the 7 int. But yeah, I could see myself enjoying the health regen. Starting out with a headdress is much nicer than a Robo Magi, if you want to get it early. Boots of Bearing don't provide int anymore. Swiftness R now provides HP regen. I am surprised Boots of Bearing didn't get a bigger nerf, dude. That's extremely minor, no real change. Shroud is just gone. Okay. No Eternal Shroud. E-Blade can no longer be disassembled. Sure. And Gleipnir, of course, uses the new AoE stone. Recipe is reduced. Yep, that's fair. And it doesn't stack with the other AoE stone. Cloak is obviously, or Glimmer is obviously using the shawl instead of the cloak, so gonna be cheaper to buy that component. And the recipe is increased in cost, so same cost overall. Transmute no longer prevents camp clearing Madstone. Prevents camp clearing Madstone bundles from spawning if it was used on the last. Oh, yeah. True. Yeah, that was a strange thing. Getting guaranteed Madstone bundle from Transmute used to prevent the camp clearing. Yeah. Solid bug fix. Harpoon Drawforth can now target trees and. Oh, what? Harpoon actually becoming good? Ain't no way we can all be Timbersaw. Wow. I mean, that's actually good. Yeah, Harpoon is now KSW, actually. I mean, yeah, that makes Harpoon a lot better, honestly. Having the utility to sometimes use that to chase or to escape. Now you can use it, you know, so much more when you want to get out of a situation. But even when you're chasing someone, if they run Fog of War, you can just hook through the tree line and then catch them. Pretty interesting. Halberd recipes changed. Talisman of Evasion again. Splint Mail, Ring of Health, and a recipe. Oh, so it has armor now? Interesting. So no Vanguard. And it gives 9 armor, 25% evasion. Jesus! That is a lot of physical survivability. Does not give the damage block, of course, and the health. Disarm cooldown is decreased from 20 to 16. Cast range is up by 100. Duration up by 0.5. Albert looking kinda interesting, not gonna lie. On some heroes, this is probably really good. I'm imagining, like, fucking Core Pudge picking up the Halberd now being insanely much better than it was before, right? Imagine, you get plus 9 armor, 25% evasion, and then you also have a lower cooldown, longer range, longer duration disarm. Like, if you're playing against some Medusa or TA or whatever, and you're playing some Core Pudge or something, this is gonna be so much better than before. Actually a serious option. Yeah, it's pretty great survivability. Pretty great. I'm sure there are plenty of other heroes you can go for it as well. Like, I could see myself picking this up on, I don't know, fucking Razor and just going in. It's so much armor and evasion. Enables tower diving a lot. You just need to have the HP pool to support it. Kaya, mana amplification is down. Same on Kaya Sanj. Now modifies incoming healing. And Kaya Sanj and Kaya is still good. Meteor Hammer, same thing. Same thing. Not much to say about that. Lotus Orb can no longer be disassembled. Sure. Mage Slayer recipe changed. Now requires Perseverance instead of Cornucopia. Blades of Attack instead of Gloves. Sure. And total cost from 2.8 to 3.1. No attack speed? No attack speed, but gives more health and mana regen. Gives more damage. And Mage Slayer is physical damage. And it does 40 damage instead of... Wait, physical damage, say? Yo, Mage Slayer, Deso, and Kess? It's physical damage, so it stacks with the Deso in a nice way. It's synergetic now. And not having attack speed is not a big problem if you get more damage as well. This is actually... Mage Slayer Kess looking hella good now compared to before. Okay. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. That's definitely an item to look at. Berserk now also gives 30% slow resistance for a duration. Bonus movement speed change from 25% for all heroes to 8% and 12% ranged melee. Okay, so it's not as fast, but it's harder to slow them down. I like that. Nice thematic change. And armor reduction is decreased. I mean, there's a lot of movement speed lost, though. Using it to just run in the jungle is probably never going to be worth it, really, now. You definitely want to use it to hit. Previously, you kind of wanted to use it to run as well, because it was so much movement speed. Now it's not really worth. Mech is whatever. MKB, recipe cost is increased by 300. Also provides 50 attack range to melee heroes only. 10 more damage bonus and 5 more... Wow. So Monkey King with the Monkey King bar, obviously. Bonus attack range. That Wukong's command is probably going to hurt. More of the clones are going to have range on you. It's one of those sleeper effects where it's going to have way more impact than you expect. It's just 50 attack range, but then suddenly you go from like 2 clones hitting you to 5 clones hitting you and you fucking die immediately. Interesting. Mask Madness is from 25 to 8 and 12. Was it just 25 movement speed? I could have sworn there was 25% movement speed when you popped it. Because they don't have percent here, but was it really 25? I don't think so. I think it was 25%. I think they just forgot to put the percentage here. The increase definitely felt like more than 25, no? Like 25 movement speed increase is hardly noticeable, whereas when people pop, no, 25% would not be too much. Have you ever clicked Mask Madness? You felt like a fucking god. You ran people down so hard. It was only 25? Really? Felt like it was more, for sure. Oh, it's just 25? Okay. Then I guess it's not, it's kind of whatever changed then. Okay, maybe it's better overall. Okay, so MKB looking kind of nice. Nullifier requires Splint Mail instead of Helm or Iron Will. No longer provides regen. Whatever. Still good. The regen loss is kind of sad, but Nullifier is still a good item. Whatever change. Orchid requires Claymore instead of Cornucopia. Unchanged total costs. More damage bonus. Less regen. Sure, no HP regen on Orchid. That also makes it a bit less attractive for some heroes. But the damage is nice. 35 attack speed and 20 damage. Might have to revisit the Orchid Kess as well. 10 more damage, huh? It's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't sound that impactful, but 10 more damage. Stacks up, man. It stacks up. Not having the HP regen obviously does feel a little bit sad, but definitely interesting. Again, no attacks or no HP regen here. More intelligence. Attack speed bonus is reduced on the Bloodthorn. Damage is matching the Orchid. Sure. Slight nerf to Bloodthorn. Not very big. 25 attack speed does nerf it quite a bit though. Cold attack no longer has separate value for heal reduction. Yep. Health restoration reduction is buffed. Yeah, Scotty needed a little buff again. It's hard to justify going for her. Wizard hat instead of energy booster. Wow, that makes this even better. I think that makes Pavis even better, to be honest, since you can go Wizard Hat pretty early instead of Energy Booster, which was such a hard thing to save up for. Makes the item quite easy to acquire. I mean, the recipe is big, but all the components are easy to get outside of that. Chainmail instead of Crown. No all stats, but wow, 3 more armor. Okay. And Pavis and Solar Crest look nice. Region change and Perseverance, kind of whatever. Base boots are cheaper due to chainmail cost change. Pipe, recipe change, shawl, and headdress. Recipe cost increased or decreased. Total cost is the same. Barrier no longer affects units that have been affected by a barrier within the Pipe of Insight's cooldown. Yeah. This is what I've been saying. Like, someone fucking pinged me when I bought a double pipe in a game. They're like, we already have pipe. It's like 2 pipes are not bad. You could just pop 1 pipe and then mid-team fight, you just pop another pipe. It was not even bad. You lost out on the aura, that was it. Double dipping into aura value, not possible, but barriers were kind of crazy. No health regen. Okay, I mean, pipe's still insanely good. We're still gonna see a lot of pipes with this. Burn toggling no longer breaks invisibility nor stops challenge. That's nice. Are we almost done? Do you see this bar over here? You see this? Are we almost done? He asks. My brother in Christ, we are not even 20% of the way. Yeah, no longer refreshes items. There it is. They did lower the mana costs and did lower the cooldown on refresher. So now refresher is really about your spells, not about your items. It does mean that it's a bit difficult for some heroes who want the double BKB for their spells, like Enigma. It can be hard. You only have 7 seconds of BKB. You cannot double BKB and double Black Hole. 1 BKB is gonna have to last you as long as possible. Dicula, huge Dawn of War change. True. This is gonna upset the Dawn of War meta. No more refresher dominations. Yeah, big nerf to Enigma. Big nerf to every rich fuck who can buy a refresher BKB though, right? Yeah, it's mainly meant to nerf like carry players who are running around with BKB refresher. But it's obviously gonna hurt Enigma or Invoker or, you know, Queen of Pain or any other hero who wants to double pop BKB and ulti. Razor being another one that's a big example. Murta is another one who relied on that double BKB, double ulti. For sure. Murta is way weaker now in ultra late game than she was before. Not having the double BKB, not having the double blink even. You know, blinking in. So significantly different. Some number changes here. Slow resistance bonus increased. Sanj gaining some value. Shiva's item reworked. Okay, let's see this then. Item changed. Requires Splint Mail, Chasm Stone. Oh, it has AoE now. Instead of Veil. Interesting. Recipe is reduced in cost. Total cost is down from 5.1 to 4.5. So smaller item now. Doesn't give all stats and region. Armor bonus is higher. 17. 75 AoE, of course. The blast damage is increased on the active. The radius is down a little bit, but then it's going to be unchanged because of the AoE increase that it comes with. Exactly. And Freezing Iron no longer reduces health restoration and incoming heal amplification. And now pierces debuff immunity. Ooh. The aura pierces debuff immunity. Interesting. So, wow, okay. I think it's pretty fucking strong. Yeah, I think it's really fucking strong. So you're telling me it got cheaper, and sure, the aura doesn't reduce the health restoration and incoming heal amplification, but debuff immunity piercing on top of having more armor, giving you overall AoE. This is pretty fucking sweet, I think. I mean, your own armor is kind of whatever, because you lost 5 agi as well, so it's, you know, you're +1 armor. But, yeah, this looks pretty nice, dude. This looks pretty nice. Yeah, it didn't lose its damage amplification. And you can amplify damage even through debuff immunity now. So if you're some form of spell damage dealer, the enemy pops a BKB, you pop your Shivas, you're still doing damage. You're still doing good damage. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Shiva's now only defensive item? No, that's not what I'm seeing. It's a better offensive item now. You have, I guess it's just the aura. Yeah, it's the aura. True. It's not the active, I guess. The Arctic Blast doesn't pierce. Never mind. Right, but you do have the attack speed reduction piercing. Yeah. At least they can't BKB and fucking smack you. It's just the 45 attack speed. I was thinking that the freeze. Wait. Oh, I see. Yeah. No, it doesn't have the amplification damage at all. Because it doesn't have the veil, of course. It's interesting. It's not listed in the changes explicitly, but yeah, I guess it's implied by the veil being on. So it does not increase your damage. I mean, it's definitely a change overall. I think with it being cheaper, I think it's still really good. It's a bit different who it's good on. It's definitely more of a tank item now, I agree. Yeah, for sure. More of a tank item. It does give you that AoE increase though, so it's going to be important for certain heroes. 75 AoE is, I mean, you still want this on like Leshrac. You still want this on quite a few heroes, I would argue. Like Necro is still going to really enjoy this as well. Yeah, because it has damage increase as well, so... But it lost the veil effect, so you are losing a lot of damage that you had before. The damage amplification was massive, and then you don't have the health restoration reduction as well. It's a curious one. There's not an anti-healer build anymore. Oh, that feels rough, though. That feels rough that we don't have Shiva as a solution for healers, because that was like the most reliable way to counter healing heroes, I feel. Like, Spirit Vessel always got dispelled, and Eye of Skadi didn't pierce BKB, you know? So, the most reliable thing you had was to just have the Shivas there, which passively applied to sort of everyone who wasn't in debuff immunity. But yeah, it's a very, very good tanky item. I wonder if it's going to be worth it, though. It does seem a bit bait. Upon reading all of it, it does seem a bit bait. Soul Release no longer has a separate value for incoming heal reduction. Okay. Interesting, the Spear Vessel is still an item, with the fact that we have the new, whatever it's called. Whatever they named it. Where is it? The Essence Distiller. So you can still go Spirit Vessel if you want to counter healers, but if you don't want to do that, you just go... I mean, this item's going to be better 90% of the time, I think. But then if you do want to deal damage to high HP heroes or healing heroes, then of course Spirit Vessel is going to be king for that. Both counter healing? I don't think so. Spirit Vessel has the 78% health restoration reduction. Was there any health restoration reduction on this? I don't think so. On ally, provides HP regen, blah blah blah. Cast on enemy, 25 damage, provides true sight, shares vision. Nah, dude. This shit doesn't do anything against healing. The one above? Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, different items. But that's not the... Yeah, it's different. Different. Yeah, this is the earn option. Alright, anyway. That's still there. Break now also goes on cooldown when the item is disassembled. Reassembling the item will remember the time remaining. Okay. Break goes on cooldown when the item is disassembled and it will remember it. Nice. Very nice, very nice. So no more tranquil abuse. I told you guys, I fucking hate this shit. I hope they fix it. They fixed it immediately. Nice to see. Yeah, good way of fixing it too. They said, fuck you. Veil of Discord, recipe changed. Now requires Voodoo Mask instead of Robo Magi, or Robo Magi, Fluffy Hat, and recipe instead of Ring of Health, Chainmail, and Circlet and recipe. No longer provides armor, stats, or HP regen. 10 int, 175% health, and 18% spirit spell lifesteal. Magic weakness is renamed Spell Weakness. Very good, very good. The details. Bloodstone. Oh, here we go. They're gonna change it again. Item reworked. Now requires Veil of Discord. Okay. Veil of Discord instead of Voidstone and Voodoo Mask. Total cost from 4,350 to 4.7. No longer gives mana regen. Spell lifesteal bonus down. Health bonus is up by 200. Gives you int. Doesn't dispel. No longer multiplies the spell lifesteal. Now increases spell lifesteal to 60 instead. So you do get less. I mean, yeah, that's assuming that you didn't have any other form of spell lifesteal. If you did, then you would have even more, I guess. And Blood Pact no longer has a 30-second self-debuff preventing repeated usage. Also provides a spell weakness aura. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's fucking terrifying. That's fucking terrifying. So, it's just passive Veil. Or, you know, the Shiva. So just by existing. 650 HP. That's a lot of HP. Yeah, this seems annoying. Leshrac always gets this now? I think so. I think it's a very strong item. Is this good for Primal? It could be, but not as an early item. I would go for other stuff first, for sure, but I mean, it could be a luxury item. Don't really see why not. Since you don't go Refresher on Primal anymore, you don't get the double BKB thing. Sure. Okay. Neutral items. We got far enough to get here. Neutral items, tier 1 availability changed from 5 minutes to 0 immediately. There's not even any fucking creeps in the jungle, but you can hunt for them immediately. If you're lucky, you kill a camp. Milestone crafting for tier 1 items increased from 5 to 6. Number of choices increased from 4 to 5 on tiers 2 to 5. More choices. I like it. I like it. Yeah, that means we're gonna have full junglers. They're incentivizing the full junglers, guys. You're gonna have Legion jungle. Shield wall damage barrier increased. Dude, this thing was already strong. Movement speed reduction increased too. I mean, that's a lot of barrier though. I mean, yeah. I think that's pretty good. The shield is pretty strong. Chip damage return to attacking creeps decreased from 20 to 15. Best farming item was nerfed. Dagger of Ristal returning as a tier 1 neutral item. Active Imbrew. Increase attack damage by 25 for 8 seconds. Health cost 100. Ooh. I like that. Fucking health cost. It is an absurdly good item on like Huskar or something though. Unfortunately. It is absurdly good on him. Forger's Kit. New tier 1. Okay. What is this? When it is off cooldown, the wearer can see trees that can be foraged. Standing next to one of those trees for 1 second will give the wearer one of the following items. Cooldown 60 seconds. Free reveal radius 1200. All items except for bag of gold are placed in inventory if there are slots available and can stack up to 5 times per slot. Ironwood Nut. Passively provides 3 movement speed, grants 1 primary stat when consumed, 0.4 to all stats for universal heroes. Tomokan Ring Cap passively provides 2 intelligence, can be consumed to instantly grant a target 50 plus 5% of their maximum mana. The fuck? Vital Toadstool passively grants 2 damage, can be consumed to grant target 1% max health regen for 10 seconds. If the target is attacked by an enemy hero or Roshan, the bonus is lost. Okay, it doesn't sound so broken then. Bag of Gold provides 30 gold to the wearer, doesn't need to be picked up. The fuck? So we're gonna have people just run around and forage in the jungle? I mean, this is roaming incentive. You just run around and forage. Foraging for nuts. I assume these things are permanent scaling too. You just consume them. Yeah, pretty good for +4 and +5 to run around the map. I'm not sure if it's worth it for anyone else. You need to stand next to a tree for 1 second. Actually, probably pretty good even on carry when you're farming through a jungle. I mean, considering Chipped Vest was nerfed anyway. Possessed Mask is back. Passive Lifesteal attacks heal for 5 health. Sure. Stone Feather Satchel, near tier 1 artifacts. Transmogrify. Activate to switch the contents of the satchel between feathers or rocks. No mana cost, 6-second cooldown. Pound of Feathers, increase movement speed by 12, and distance of forced movement effect on yourself by wait, what? Yo, that sounds very gimmicky. That sounds like you can do some very silly stuff with it. 30% more distance from force staffing and stuff? That sounds very interesting. Increases armor by 3 and decreases distance of forced movements. Very curious. Only on yourself, though? Yeah. I mean, it is only on yourself. There's not that much forced movement super early game, though. It's the weird thing. So, I mean, you could hold on to this item. I think you could hold on to this item and use... There's definitely some real cheesy builds where you just have a bunch of increased movement. Yeah, like... I wonder if it would work on... Probably wouldn't increase the range by, like, Skewer, because that's a fixed range. But it would increase the distance from a Force Staff. So, like, Batrider blinking in, grabbing someone and Force Staffing away, slide 30% more. If he then has Ether Lens as well, he has longer cast range on the Force Staff, sliding 30% more on the increased range as well. Or fuck it, a Dagon, which also gives range, I guess, these days. Yeah, I mean, it's curious. Bloodseeker? Yeah, but it's only on yourself. If you're Bloodseeker, you could pound a rocket to not get pushed so much when the enemy push you away after you get Lotus Orb ruptured, I guess, but not that relevant, I think. You can force others too. Wait, no, it says on yourself, right? Pound of Feathers increases blah, 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 forced movement effect on yourself. It's on you. Not that you use or that you cast on others. It's on you. You see how fucking shit this item was? I told you guys, this item, whenever I've seen a pro player take it, I've been flaming the shit out of them saying that I hate this choice. This is dog shit. I've seen some people keep weighted dice, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 neutral. I think I saw one guy who had like tier 4 items available and still didn't pick and he had weighted dice. And to me, it was ludicrous because this item mathematically was so fucking dog shit. It was terrible. Yeah. Satanic is one of them, you know, people who didn't do the math for it. If they didn't do the math for it, it sounds like it's good. It's literal fucking dog shit. I've done the math. I've sat down. I looked at the numbers. It was absolutely atrocious. Now they increase the max base damage by 6. That's how bad it was before. Yeah, I mean, that's how horrible it was. Now, it's probably balanced, is my instinct now. From having done the numbers before, I would say now if you have a hero that it makes sense on, it could probably be okay to take it now. Because, I mean, 6 more base maximum damage is really significant. Like, that's just straight up good. It doesn't even matter if you necessarily are trapping into the weighted dice effect. That's just 6 more max damage. So, if your hero has a low fluctuation rate, you know, you're getting nice damage value. Damage you couldn't have gotten otherwise. So, this is now a good farming item. I will now definitely say that you should take this as a carry. But previously it was laughably terrible. Yeah, so now it's really good. Crippling Crossbow is moved from tier 4 to tier 2. Maybe now I will actually be able to use the active. Hobble initial damage is decreased, the slow is decreased, and the cast range is decreased. It also modifies incoming healing. Yep. That's just a really good tier 2 item. This is the new fucking Rod of Atos for Pudge. You run into Pudge in the jungle, he clicks his crippling crossbow on you and then he hooks you. Because you lose 50% movement speed. That is a lot. This is basically the net. This is basically the net back in action. The hobo net that we had before. Okay. I think that's a strong tier 2. Needless to say. I think it's really good. It's also early access to health restoration reduction. Which is pretty significant in a lot of games. Medallion of Courage is returning as tier 2. Valor, cast on ally, buff them. Yep, just basically the old effect. Decreasing the enemy armor, increasing your teammate's armor. Seeing Signet burn through, total damage is decreased, and the damage threshold is increased again. I always laugh when I see people taking this fucking shit on, like, Dazzle. Like, I haven't done tests in the lab because I just trust that the tooltip is right, which might be my mistake. But if you take this on Dazzle, it does fucking nothing, yeah? Instances of magical damage from spells over 60 ignites. I still see people taking this on, like, pure damage nukers and on physical damage heroes, and I'm like, are you guys fucking stupid? I think they are. I have not tested it. It might be bugged, but I've never seen a Dazzle trigger a Searing Signet either. Yeah, fucking Timbersaw. I've seen some Timbersaw in pro games take this shit, so I don't know. Maybe maybe it's just bugged. But I get real confused when I see it. Seeds of Serenity are back as tier 2 neutral. Sure. Verdurous Dale, yeah, just plant down some healing. Same as before. You plant some healing. Whisper of Dread is... No! My spell amp! Cloak of Flames is back as a tier 3. With Immolate. Okay. Scary stuff. Beat the Crowd cooldown is increased. Yeah, Gunpowder Gauntlet was broken, dude. 6-second cooldown was way too low. It was really, really good. Health restoration reduction is increased on the GD Pollen. That's good stuff. Partisan's Brand. What the fuck is this? Partisan Brand increases spell damage against player controlled units by 9%. Okay. Player controlled units include heroes and any creep summoned or converted by them. Doesn't seem bad. Got them cooldown is also increased. Yeah, this thing was similar to Gunpowder, just incredibly good. I mean, this is the new Whisper of Dread. If you took Whisper of Dread before, you take the Partisan now. Not amplifying your farming, but on the other hand, it's almost as strong against heroes, and it doesn't have the reduced daytime vision. So you're not gonna get cocked by that. Spellslinger passive salvo. When you cast a spell, 20% of the spell's mana cost is restored over 10 seconds. Oh, shit. Great 2 seconds. Wait, anytime you... What? Jesus. That's so much mana. So you get 20% refunded for any spell you use? Jesus. Get this shit on Storm, dude. On Storm, on Tinker, on anyone, honestly. I mean, that's so good. Whenever you cast a spell. That is very good. I guess it doesn't trigger on items, so more so on a hero like Storm who uses all his mana through spells. Tinker is gonna use a lot of his mana through items as well, but I mean, still most of the spells, I guess. Oh yeah, mana recovery duration cannot... I wonder if you can have multiple of them, right? What happens if you use 2 spells? Do you just refresh the first one? Oh, I mean, it doesn't say anything about it, so... Oh, we'll have to test that later. Does seem pretty damn good, though. And passive Ball of Lightning is back. Also a very, very good item for spellcasters. Pretty cool. Conjurer's Catalyst, tier 4. Passive Spell over. Every 100 spell damage dealt to an enemy deals damage to their surrounding allies in a 300 unit radius. Hero targets deal 40 damage to their allies. Other targets deal 15. Seems pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, heroes like Lesh and Necro and Death Prophet, all these heroes. Yeah, it's essentially Lina Combust as well. That's true, actually. It should synergize well with Lina's Combust if she ever gets anything out of that. Sad thing is, you can play an entire game of Lina and hardly get any value out of Combust because typically people don't stack. But yeah, 100 spell damage dealt to an enemy deals 40 damage to... I mean, yeah, that's crazy AoE damage. Jesus, if you stack up. It's pretty small, though, the radius. It's pretty small, but yeah, still very, very strong. Dandelion Amulet is back. This is just a good item. It was really good before it disappeared. This is still really good now. Blocks a bunch of damage. People don't expect this as well. It's one of those really unexpected damage blocks. Enchanter's Bauble, passive enchant, increases bonuses of items of the item's neutral enchantment by 15%. Every time you craft this item again, the bonus is increased by 40%. Bonusing? Huh? Increases the bonuses by 15%. And then the bonus is increased by 40. What? So it goes to 55%? If you craft it as a tier 5, you can select any enchantments during recraft and bonus will still keep increasing as long as you keep the... Curious. So this is all about the enchantment. You think it's 40% of the 15%? Yeah, I guess so. That sounds so shit, though. Like, would you really want that over a tier 5 item? Over any tier 5 item? Keep in mind, you have one more option on tier 5 now than you had before. I don't really see yourself wanting to do that. Unless they change the enchantments a lot. We'll see. Cupate duration from 4 to 5, sure. And magic resistance increased from 35 to 50. Jesus! That's a lot of magic res. 50% magic res for pressing this shit? Yo, that's good. That's real good. Especially with all the items dragging towards spell damage dealing in this patch so far. New tier 4 artifact, passive Linger. The Prophet's Pendulum. 30% of damage taken is delayed over 5 seconds. Damage ticks every 1 second and is lethal. So it's basically like the Death Prophet facet, the morning thing. Yeah, I mean, it is Prophet, I guess. Or fucking thing. Curious. Also very strong. Very, very good. Rattle Cage reverberates. Damage threshold is increased. So, bit of nerf on the Rattle Cage. Higher threshold, less procs. Harmonizer, new tier 5 artifacts. Passive Balance. Grants 5% mana cost reduction for every hero ability off cooldown. And 6% spell amp for every... Holy... Jesus! Wait, what? 6% spell amp per ability that is on cooldown? Yo, what? Invoker? Yeah. Well, not just Invoker. Kess, dude. Kess counts as having 10 cooldowns. Because of... Or, well, 9 cooldowns. So, imagine a Raptor Dance if you manage to put everything on cooldown on Kess. That's just a casual 54% spell amp right there. Kess doesn't benefit that much from spell amp. You say that after you get Raptor Dance by a 54% spell amp Raptor Dance. You say that. You fucking see. You try getting hit by this shit. Well, we can test it in demo later. That's very interesting. You can have both ultis on cooldown. Yeah, the way Kess works is you have a bunch of shit. Well, let's see. Item spells are affected by both. Item spells are affected by both effects. However, item cooldowns don't have the harmonizer buff. Okay. I see. The buff counts only current abilities that have cooldown, even if it's passive. Invoked abilities and sub-abilities don't count when they're healing. Ah, okay. Never mind. Never minding. Classic purge moment right there. Okay. So it does not count hidden abilities. So not broken on Kess and Invoker. Still pretty good. Still pretty damn good. Seems like a very interesting one. Mana cost reduction as well. Dude, Storm is eating good in this patch, right? I definitely think so. The Bloodstone change, some other changes, the Harmonizer. The earlier fucking spell neutral items. Shadow Rift is improved a bit. Sure. Skitter and Spider Legs are nerfed. Witchbane returning as a tier 5 item. Cleanse. Subjugate. Sure. Enchantment changes. Okay, this is actually what I was interested in. Number of enchantment choices increased from 4 to 5. Tiers 2 and 5. Now options are based on your hero's primary attribute, with some enchantments available to all heroes. Oh. So you can't have all things for everyone. All heroes have Quickened and Vital on tier 1. But strength heroes are Brawny and Tough. I like that. I like that a lot, actually, because I really disliked how you could just take Tough and Brawny on random support heroes and you're unkillable. You know? It kind of makes sense that the strength heroes have access to this. The agi heroes have access to the alert, and, you know, they also have the Brawny overlay, like, overlap here. Int heroes still do have Tough, but they don't have Brawny. Yeah, and then Mystical and Alert. Okay, interesting. Interesting how they did that. Sure. Oh, and then they have very unique stuff on tier 5. Strength is the only one that gets Hulking. Agi is the only one that gets Audacious. Feverish is only on Int. And Manic is only on Universal. Okay, let's read through these then and see. So Vast is gone, the attack range. And Wise is gone as well, the experience. And Boundless is also gone. Also the range. Interesting. Quicken now guaranteed tier 1 to 4 for all heroes. Oh, so you can always do Quickened. Curious. It's only 15 movement speed first, but then it scales up. Curious. Vital, new guaranteed tier 1 for all heroes. Just HP regen. 2 HP regen. That's not much, man. But I mean, I guess neither is 15. 15 movement speed can make a big difference, though. 2 HP regen. Not that much. Health regen, HP. Very interesting how they changed it. I kind of like it, I think. Greedy is now a guaranteed option for all heroes on tier 2 and 3. Brothers, fellow greedy boys in chat. Today we feast. Guaranteed greedy. Greedy into greedy. You heard that right. It's on the menu. That's right, Dipmeister. We're gonna double dip in that greedy value. You're a greedy motherfucker? Yeah, me too. Greedy into greedy, boys. You know the play. Head into a pub, pick greedy and greedy. Very interesting. Guaranteed option for all heroes. Bless, dude. Fruit is guaranteed for all strength heroes only. Not too much to say about it. New guaranteed for agi heroes, movement speed and damage. I mean, this seems really nice. Does it reduce? Ah, Nimble reduces health regen. I like that though. Movement speed percentage and damage. Yo, Nimble seems good. Nimble seems real good for agi heroes. Holy. Agi carries with this is going to be very happy. Like, minus HP regen sucks a little bit, but you don't really care. You don't really care. You just fucking fly. Spirit Breaker also happy. But he can't get this one. Spirit Breaker can't be nimble. He's not agi. I mean, I'm sure he's happy because he's gonna be greedy. If I'm Spirit Breaker, I'm just greedy. But yeah, like TA or Troll or Drow or whatever, you know, this is gonna be nice. Yeah, Bloodseeker. Keen-Eyed is guaranteed for the int heroes only. Cast range is reskilled. Holy fuck, it's good though. Keen-Eyed is guaranteed for int heroes. 125 cast range. Shit, that's a good one. Am I the only one who feels like Agi and int got extremely good options, and then the strength one is like... It's kind of meh. Isn't the strength one like pretty shit on a lot of heroes? Health restoration is good, I guess, on a lot, but minus base attack time and minus intelligence. I don't think you care that much about the effects here on a lot of strength heroes. Yeah, maybe an overall strength nerf, which might be needed in this patch, to be honest. And then Titanic is a guaranteed option for Universal. Base attack damage, status resistance, but minus attack speed. 10% attack speed does not feel good. Yeah, definitely Int and Agi are the big winners, I think. I mean, yeah, Marcy would be happy with this. That's true. More like a few heroes are gonna use this insanely well. For sure. But just overall, thinking like for all heroes, I think Int and Agi are like universally the ones who are gonna be the happiest, I think. Movement speed and cast range are just such powerful stats. They're incredibly good. Okay. Timeless is a guaranteed option for all heroes. Spell amp and debuff duration. Okay. Evolved is guaranteed. And fleet-footed is fleet-footed is guaranteed? So you can always get this and say fuck having boots. And you have 6 items. Wow, this neutral item change is actually quite significant. Vampiric is guaranteed for all heroes in tier 5. Interesting that Vampiric is also gone from tier 2 and 5. Or 2 to 4. It's only a tier 5 now. Yeah, it was very strong before, I guess. Hulking? 5% more health, 1.5% max health regen, and minus 30% attack speed. That's really big on some heroes. Holy shit. Like Primal Tides. Primal Tide and some other big motherfuckers. Centaur running at you. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. It's like a Heart of Tarrasque. Anything that wants heart, this is gonna be more of that. Free heart, essentially. Audacious, of course, guaranteed for Agi. So is Feverish for the int. Then Manic. What is this? Universal heroes get the minus base attack time, plus cast speed bonus, and minus vision. Ooh, minus 20% vision is kind of scary in the late game, but that's a lot of attack time and cast speed modifications, though. 20% vision is crazy, though. You have to run behind people. Like, if you go first, you just have no clue you're running into someone. Jesus. You're just straight up blind. Imagine you run into a vampiric enemy. They have bonus 300 night vision. You have minus 20% vision overall. They literally see twice as far as you do. you just run. Where am I? Where? I don't have my glasses. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, you want to be careful about that one. Don't go first. Don't go first. Bunch of neutral creep damage changes. I'll probably get back to this later, to be honest. I don't know if I want to nerd down on every single number right now. All copies of Arm Elite, blah, blah. Oh, you can't get chain stunned by these fuckers anymore. That's nice. They're not gonna fucking repeatedly stun you to death. That's pretty good. All right, we are down to the heroes, boys. We're down to the heroes. Withering Mist. Health restoration reduction changed from 35 to 24.5% plus 0.5% per level. Also modifies healing. Damage and heal is buffed on the Mist Coil. 30 more damage on max. Pretty good. And cooldown on the ulti is down to 65. Huh. I mean, I guess he doesn't have the... There are no facets, so he doesn't have the quickened. He does need something else. Feels crazy to me that facets are just gone. They actually went back on facets. I'm kind of sad about that, not gonna lie. I feel like they gave up on balancing facets because it's too hard. But I mean, a lot of facets were interesting. Too much work. Yeah, I mean, what's your guys' take? I think it was insanely hard to balance all facets. There was always going to be a lot of facets that were literally just dog shit and something that's just broken. So maybe this is to keep it easier to like balance stuff. Too much work for two people. Too true, too true. Yeah, it's probably better. It's probably for the better to have less different because essentially you have to balance like twice as many heroes almost when you have facets, especially heroes having like 3 or 4 or 5 facets like fucking Chen. Not that Chen's facets did that much. But yeah, okay, anyway, let's keep up with it. I do think it's going back to a cleaner version of Dota, right? I think overall it's probably for the better. But he's keeping some of that cooldown reduction by reducing his cooldown here, having cooldown reduction on talent as well. So you still have very low cooldown on the borrowed time. Aghanim Scepter now also increases the base bonus gold and max bonus gold per kill by 6 per melted Aghanim Scepter. Wait, what? So you're telling me if Alchemist gets Ags for himself, it increases his bonus gold and max bonus gold by 6 per Aghanims that he has given to an ally? Or that he has melted in general, so he could, of course, melt his own one. Huh. They're pushing Alch support? I mean, yes, they are. They are, indeed. Or even, not even just Alch support, but like, you could play core Alchemist and kind of not lean into becoming the ultra carry, but play the more farming game, not play for a power spike and ending the game super early, but instead kind of leaning into, okay, I give an Aghanims to a value hero, and now I'm getting faster farm rate for the rest of the game as well. If I get an Aghanims for myself. That's only if he gets his own Aghanim Scepter as well, though. So at what point is it worth Alchemist holding his own Aghanims? Aghanim Scepter also increases the... So he needs Aghanims to get this effect. He would probably have to at least give two of them away first, so he gets plus 12, right? I don't think it's worth it if you give one. You give one, you get plus 6 golds. I guess it's six base gold and 6 max bonus golds. Technically, it could be plus 12 gold, right? Here's the base bonus gold and max. Oh no, it's the never mind. It's how it works. Yeah. Base is no, it's plus yeah, plus 6 when you reach the max. He gets it for himself. Well, he only gets the effect when he has Aghanim Scepter. So eventually you need to get Aghanims for yourself to increase your farm rate. That's interesting. I think I would say intuitively that, or like instinctively, that you need to at least give 2 Aghanim Scepters away before you hold on or consume an Aghanims for yourself. Knowing my team, actually no, if you give 1 and then consume for yourself, that's gonna count as a melted one. Okay, if you give 1 away and melt 1 for yourself, that's already plus 12. That's actually pretty decent. I mean, it's probably still better to give it to a teammate, but yeah, oh well. We will have people messing around with this. You just immediately rush it for yourself. You go Radiance into straight Grievous Green Aghanims upgrade. I mean, you do make more gold on a smaller part of the map. You're literally expanding the potential net worth that you could get. That is true. You would have to consume it though. If you just buy an Aghanims for yourself and you don't consume it, you're getting plus 0 because you didn't melt any Aghanim Scepter yet. So if you do buy Ags for yourself, you have to melt it as well. You cannot run around with it. Doesn't really make a difference, I guess. Just click it. Corrosive. Rest or whatever changes to him. More AoE on his stun. Acid spray to allies replaced with corrosive. Okay. So he's not giving acid armor to allies. That's curious. That's quite curious. I mean, Alchemist already a pretty big change. Remove the Death Rhyme innate ability. Bone Chill, new innate ability. Passive improves with Ancient Apparitions level. When AA deals magic damage with his abilities, affected enemies are chilled for 4 seconds, reducing their movement speed by 2% per stack. If the target is an enemy hero, debuff also reduces their strength by 0.1 to plus 0.1 per 3 levels. Each instance stacks and has independent duration. Upgrade with Aghanim Scepter. So he slows people a whole lot when he slaps them. I can't tell if this is good, though. Because he doesn't have the Death Rhyme anymore. So it sounds kind of bad. Like, he kind of has Death Rhyme in here, I guess. But I don't know the numbers of the previous Death Rhyme well enough to say how good this feels. Would have to test it, I guess. Maybe attack build AA can be good now. Maybe. Cold Feet now does damage per second. Sure. Ice Vortex now deals 10 to 40 damage per second. Slows by 8%. Sure. And yeah, because it didn't have the... Previously we had the rhyme on it. Aghanim Scepter no longer reduces mana cost. Oh. That's kind of gross. Mana cost is down to 35 though. Okay, I guess it's fine then. That's really low mana cost. Maybe there's something to this. And the ulti does damage again. Trying to imagine if you can go right click AA build. Definitely gonna have to try it out. Anti-Mage got +1 armor? Holy shit, he's tanky now. Persecutor no longer levels with Mana Voids. And minimum slow rescaled from 12.5 to 20 to 12 plus 0.5% per level. Sure. Sure. So he actually gets quite strong slows when he gets high level then. Interesting. So the slow is, yeah, the slow is really strong when it gets very high level. But a little bit different max out. Mana break effectiveness when applied by illusions decreased from 50% to 25%. Upgradable by Aghanim Scepter. Okay, increases max mana burned per hit by an additional 1.5%. Oh. And Aghanim Scepter no longer... So Aghanim is improving the mana break now? Seems... I mean, it's probably shit, no? I don't think you buy that early. It is 1.5% more, but you go from 4% to 5.5. Wouldn't you just rather spend 4,200 gold on getting, like, towards a butterfly? Only for Dusa? Even against Medusa. Even against Dusa, don't you just still go butterfly? Like, why would you want 1.5% more mana burn per hit when you could just increase your attack speed and hit more? Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that. I think this one seems seems pretty shit. Seems pretty shit to me, to be honest. I would probably avoid that. Counterspell, magic resistance decreased, duration. Okay, a little bit more duration, easier to return stuff. Damage per 1 mana missing rescaled from 0.8. Oh, wow. Okay, Mana Void is stronger on early level now. I mean, it does have longer cooldown at least, but it's actually quite significantly stronger, from 0.8 per mana to 1 per mana on level 1. Oh yeah, sorry, I missed. Rescaled the blink range. Ooh, only 1100. Okay. More blink range on level 1, but it's not as good on max level anymore. Lowering his mobility a little bit. Curious. Curious. Get the blink range talents. Oh, did they change it here? Yep. Okay, I see. They gave him blink range cast talent here on level 20. Oh, then he's pretty happy still. Pretty happy. It's a good thing they changed it then, because otherwise he would be able to blink out of Rupture. If he had 1200 plus 150, he would be able to blink against Rupture and be fine. Now he can't do that. Because I think it's 1300, right? For the Rupture. I believe? Or is it 1200 actually? I don't play Bloodseeker recent enough. It's whatever the Queen of... Ah, maybe it's 1200. Because Queen used to be able to blink and take one step and be fine. So I guess it was 1200. Rest of the changes, kind of whatever. Cast range is obviously moved and cooldown. What do we have here? Arc Warden. Less strength. Agi gain is also decreased. Damage gain per level. Okay, I guess he got 15 movement speed, but they shit on his stats even more. Runic Infusion no longer grants regeneration buff upon activating any rune. Now provides all stats. Okay. So he has the power rune effect. Sure, that's how they did it. So you got the power capture as his innate now instead of the old innate. Sure. I mean, that's kind of nice. I like that they kept the permanent scaling. However, I do think this is gonna punish him. Field now also pulls runes, automatically activates once inside. Yeah, it's power capture. No longer upgraded with shard. Oh, hold up. What's happening here? What's happening here? Slow duration is increased by a little bit as well, actually. 0.2. Golden experience bounty rescaled from 180 to 300. 70 plus 10 per hero level. Oh, that's so much better. You don't feed 1,000,000 golden experience. Okay, that's pretty good. That's really nice for Arcorn. Upgradable with Aghanim's Shard. Tempest Double is infused with the bonuses of Arcane, Invis, and Haste Rune for 12 seconds. These bonuses do not provide... You can buy Shard and then you get it. Interesting. I mean, kind of value in mid-game. Kind of value in mid-game. Not super good, though. Level 20, 50% Spark Wraith damage increased by 200 Spark Wraith damage? Hold up. Is Aghanim Scepter back on the menu? It might be. Well, Aghanim Scepter is still the slow build, but that build might be strong now with the spell amp. The slow and silence. Spark Wraith activation replaced with duration. Oh, dude, you can go spellcaster build again. Caster build is back. No penalties replaced with plus 1.5 runic confusion bonus. Oh, wow. Okay. Very nice talent changes for him. Holy shit. Big fucking wins on the talent. Like, these talent tree changes are massive. Massive, massive changes. Yeah, I mean, crazy. Crazy stuff. He has 2 insanely good level 25s now. 2 insanely good level 20s as well. All his talents are so good, actually. I would argue Arquin has one of the best talent trees right now with this. This is really strong stuff. As I am on A reading through this, maybe there will be other heroes that are way stronger. Removed Cut of Blood innate ability. One-man army is now the innate. Nice. So they took that facet and made it innate. Calling Blade. Now each hero kill made with Calling Blade provides permanent stack. Sure. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Like, why is that added, though? Wasn't that already the case? Oh, I guess it was the Code of Blood, right? The text was on the Code of Blood. And on the dunk, sure. Bane, big nerf on the stats. Increased his attack range a little bit. Oh, they changed it? Yes! He had one of the worst. He had the second worst innate in the game, possibly. Only worse was TA. And now it's changed. Actually, Bane's innate was fucking dog shit. It was so insanely bad. Let's see what it does now. Icar of Niktasha. Every time Bane kills an enemy hero, or they die under the effect of any debuff applied by Bane, they receive a terror for the rest of the game. Each terror stack decreases enemy status resistance to all Bane's debuffs by 5%. Wait, what? Wait, oh, what? Yo, that's insane. What? That's so good. Holy shit, he went from having one of the worst innates in the entire game to having this that seems like a bomb. Jesus. So you should definitely gank that mid laner now. And then it's gonna be easier to kill him. You just fucking
Don't
pop
want to
some
disturb
spells on
your
him.
reading. Carry on, smile.
Oh. Very interesting. And Nightmare's now a unit vector target spell. Sleeping units. Oh, yeah, Sleepwalk. So he still has Sleepwalk as well. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, Dust is a debuff. That's true. I mean, a lot of things are debuffs. That's really, really strong. Firefly now also provides an increasing movement speed bonus. Yeah, it's the thing. The facet. And talent tree changes all over the place. Honestly, fuck Batrider. I don't even want to read him. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll skim it. Let's see. Flame Break distance is okay, so you got a better talent on level 10. Sticky Napalm Radius is replaced with okay, 2 better talents on level 10 actually. And Flaming Lasso is replaced with Sticky Napalm Slow, arguably better. Movement speed is replaced with Firefly Damage. Definitely insane for farming. Also pretty good for fighting. Holding Rest and Duration is replaced with Attack Supply Sticky Napalm on level 20? Okay. And Sticky Napalm damage. Well, I'm glad I read it. Damn. That's pretty scary. Okay. He's pretty good. Removed Rugged innate ability. So he's not gonna tank the creeps like a fucking monster. Like a beast. Inner Beast is now an innate ability. Bonus attack speed. Yep. Wild Axis damage per axe is increased, but the damage amp is decreased. That's good. Upgradable with Aghanim's Shard. Beastmaster's attacks on enemy heroes will apply Wild Axis debuff of its corresponding level. Right. So now he has to get Shard to get that effect. That's very good. That's very good. They don't have that tied to the ability anymore, which was obviously the facet. I like it. Pretty good nerfs to Beast to do it this way. He can still do what he did before, but it requires him buying the Aghanim Shard. He's not gonna solo Roche super easily anymore. Follow the Wild Boar, renamed Summon Razorback. Boar's armor increased by 1, or attack from 25 to 70. Why? Yo, can we have one patch without him being a fucking freak? Like, what? Why you gotta give 1 armor and also buff the damage? Stop buffing this fuck. Let him be weak. And Summon Raptors, Call of Wilds renamed to Summon Raptors, separately leveled ability, Hawk's armor increased by 1, cooldown, blah, blah, blah. Dive damage 50 to 140, 60 to 165, root duration, whatever. Hawks are now invisible whenever Beastmaster is invisible or affected by Smoke of Deceit. They do not summon, or do not attack while invisible. Now summons 2 Hawks by default with 0.75 delay between them. Hawks will prioritize Beastmaster's current target. Oh, they're intelligent now. Shit, they're smart. Call it wild cooldowns are replaced with armor. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty strong, a 5 armor talent. In a beast attack speed replaced with cast range. Huh. That cast range challenge is good. 200 more cast range? You're gonna catch people so easily. Beastmaster War has really long range to begin with. That is very, very long range. You got the megaphone yelling at you from across the fucking street. Yeah, give him a Dagon for even longer range. Bloodseeker, Sanguivore, max heal. Change from 1.5% plus 1.5% per level. Up to 1.5% level. Effective values not changed. It effectively not changed. Blood Rage, now a no target ability that only affects Bloodseeker. Pure damage based on target's max health with Aghanim Shard. Now Pierce debuff immunity. Nice. I think it should have already, but nice. Very, very small changes to him. Oh, what happened to my boy Bounty Hunter? One of my most played heroes. Thank you, Saltness. Big Game Hunter. Bounty Hunter receives 15% more kill and assist the gold if the dying enemy hero is a big game. An enemy hero is considered a big game if they're one of the top 3 net worth heroes in the enemy team. So really just killing the tank or the richest enemy heroes. The cores. These heroes will have a debuff that points out that they are among these 3 heroes. That's fucking funny. That's so funny. I can tell if a support is out farming his boss 3. I'm gonna ping that shit so hard. If I see that someone's being out farmed by their supports, I'm gonna fucking spam ping it, dude. That is so funny. That is so funny to me. Jinada gold steal is increased. 3 more gold on level 1. Let's go. More money stolen. Now grants... What? What do we get? Oh, okay, we don't have it on track. Oh, that is the nerf overall. It is a buff to roaming bounty, but it's a nerf overall. We don't have movement speed on the track, so it's gonna be way harder to move around in team fights than it was before. Losing effectively 20% movement speed throughout the fight is really big. However, support bounty with shard, you pop this shit on a team, it's a buff to core bounty hunter? No, quite the opposite. This is a massive buff to support bounty hunter. It's a big nerf to core bounty hunter. Because in team fights, a support bounty hunter can easily sit in Shadow Walk a lot and just run around, be sneaky, track people, you know, provide vision, use utility. A core bounty hunter will always need to break invis and fight people, and when he does that, he's going to be slow. So yeah, this is actually a pretty significant change in playstyle. That track doesn't give movement speed anymore to him. Yeah, interesting. I mean, overall, pretty happy with the changes for him. I think it's, you know, this is kind of whatever, but I mean, this is huge. Your roaming abilities can be so good, though. Yeah, 20% movement speed when running around, and then you get the shard as well, pop that on your teammates. Yeah, just to get from lane to lane, I mean, this is massive. Liquid Courage, max status resistance, change from 10.5 to 0.5 per level. Sure. Wow, massive change. Hurling Boulder stun duration is slightly lower. Cyclone duration is slightly lower. Kind of whatever changes for Brewmaster. Prickly damage and debuff duration amplification change from 10% to 4.5% plus 0.5 per level. Okay. Maybe a nerf to his early game. More stacks of viscous nasal goo. Same duration on all units. Used to have double duration on creeps. You can get to 6 stacks though? That's an insane amount of minus armor. What the fuck? That is an insane amount of minus armor. And then he has a minus bristleback damage threshold. That might be a really good talent, actually. It's a level 25 talent, but he will be Quilly. Broodmother Hero's health as heal change from 2% to 1.9 plus 0.1 per level. Cool. Kind of whatever. Applies lifesteal. Ooh, okay. Lifesteal to Spiderlings, but not the damage. Okay. Movement speed decreased. Insatiable Hunger now also affects Spiderlings within range. Level 25 talent? They didn't update it, right? Oh, no. Now also affects. I see. Okay. I was about to say, like, what the fuck? Decent, I guess. Removed Rawhide ability. Horsepower is now the new innate. Centaur Warrunner gets 30% of his strength as movement speed. Yep, he kind of needed to have that. Sure. Removed Reigns of Chaos ability. Fundamental Forging is his new innate. They kept the good one. This is the AME approved facet. They used it at TI. To great success, actually. In their Sniper CK games. It was actually strong. This was one of 3 facets for CK, and it was the better one. However, not used by a lot of people. But they changed it. When he crafts a neutral item, it gets an additional random enchantment that doesn't provide negative stats. Wait, what? The random enchantment is selected from all available enchantments in that tier, including ones that are normally not available for your hero or first-rank heroes. Due to negative stats, CK can't randomly get crude, nimble, keen-eyed, titanic, greedy, hulking, audacious, feverish, and manic enchantments. The random enchantment is different from the one used in crafting. So, wait. He can't get the ones to provide negative stats. But so many of them do. You can't be greedy. I mean, it would be pretty fucking sad if you randomly get greedy and you have minus 60 damage on fucking CK, dude. That does sound pretty awful. Yeah. Critical Strike lifesteal is also increased. Aghanim Scepter no longer guaranteed to create an additional illusion on cast. Now provides a passive component to this ability. Whenever an illusion of Chaos Knight is created, 50% chance. Okay. I see. Most illusion will be under CK's control, even if other illusions were made by an enemy. I see. So it just changed it a little bit. 10? Holy wall of text. What is happening here? Summon Convert Innate is gone. Oh yeah, what is Chen cooking? New Innate Zealot. Oh god. He's going full religious on us. Has both passive and active components, improves with the game's time. When Chen respawns, he's joined in battle by a Zealot, a melee creep warrior with the Martyrdom ability, which allows him to sacrifice himself to deal damage or heal an ally. Zealot has the same stats as the current melee creeps on his team, including super or mega form, but has 125 attack range, base damage increased by 2 per Chen's level, base health regen increased from 0.5 to 2.5, and doesn't have runty attack type. Martyrdom ability, 500 range, unit targeted ability on the Zealot creep, targeting either an enemy or ally unit. When cast, the creep sacrifices itself, firing a projectile at 1000 speed at the target unit. Dealing damage if it's an enemy and healing if it's an ally. Damage is 25 plus 20% of the Zealot's health at the moment cast, and healing is 50% of these values. Okay. So it's pretty short range, but basically a little kamikaze creep that will either heal or hurt. This ability can be cast on a controlled unit to teleport it to Chen after 6-second delay. Okay. Self-targeting will teleport all controlled units. Ah, okay. I see. So he has a base teleport built in again. Mechanics moved from Divine Favor without any changes. Lane Persuasion. I mean, very curious. So kinda he gets rewarded by feeding now. When he respawns, he gets the little Zealot. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. It's a very strong heal. Already at the start of the game, since it heals 50% of the lane creep's HP, right? 25 plus 20% of the... Yeah. Healing is 50% of these values. No, it's 25 plus 20% of the Zealot's health at the moment of cast. Yeah, at the start of the game, it's not that much, right? Yeah, it's like roughly 130-ish at the start of the game. And then healing is 50% of those values. Yeah, I think you just use it as a nuke. Run in, hit maybe, and then use the ability. Lane creeps targeted by Holy Persuasion upgrade into Zealots, and Zealots receive... Oh shit! Receive the benefits from Holy Persuasion. Now may be cast on existing persuaded creeps that have not been damaged in the last 3 seconds to unsummon them. Unsummoning a unit has a global cast range, costs no mana, and sets ability to 3-second cooldown. Get unsummon? Now increases all creatures' outgoing damage by 0 to 18% instead of increasing the attack damage by 4 to 16. Ooh. Ooh, shit. So he can have a little army of Zealots just nuking someone. And this change here, turning it into percentage, means that he's going to be stronger once he takes good creeps later on. Also, all of the creatures' outgoing damage, does that also amplify the outgoing damage of the Martyrdom ability? Because I guess the creep is still the damage source. And since it has the damage amplification, I guess it will do 18% more when this is maxed. Self-casting no longer teleports chance creeps to him. Yeah, because they move that. So, okay, Chen is going to be very curious to see. Very curious. He sounds honestly quite scary. Sounds quite scary to me. Links, minor nerfs. Minor nerfs, 5 less movement speed. Clockwork. They kept the fucking chainmail. Wait, I bet they kept the cogs as well, though. Clockwork can now move freely through the cogs, shrinking them down while walking over them. Other units can also walk over sunken power cogs. Oh, so if he walks over them, they shrink down. But if... Oh, it's like Age of Empires. If you walk through your gate, then the fucking opponents can also walk through your gate. It's like, hold the gate. We're coming through. Interesting. Mana cost rescale. Okay, so it's not the big cogs anymore. Fair. So chainmail is the one we kept. They fucking chose to keep the meme, dude. I can't believe he got the chain meal. Sure. Overclocking duration from 13 to 18 second? No, also increases battery assault radius to 330. Also increases the power cogs radius. Provides bonus armor to Clockwork while he's near the cogs. No longer increases attack speed. Increase the rocket flare damage, vision, and slow. Wait, hold up. What? The overclocking is so buffed. Okay, no longer reduces the cooldown, but... The Aghanim's looks good, no? You get more armor, you get 5-second more duration, you get bigger AoE on shit. You get more damage on the rockets, even though they have less... don't have the cooldown reduction, but that means you don't have the mana intensity of it as well. Increases the vision as well, right? That's the big thing. 35% more vision. And longer slow duration. I don't know. Seems pretty good. What's his talents like? Rocket Flare slow, replaced with mana regen. Cogs to hit, replaced with shot cooldown. Debuff immunity inside the cogs, replaced with +3 rocket flare. Oh, Jesus! Yo, Aghanims and this level 25 talent? That's gonna hurt. Fucking pew 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 pew. I mean, it's pretty late into the game by the time he gets it, but still kind of cool. Remove the blue heart flow innate. Glacial guard is built in, so she has the barriers. Makes sense. Passively provides Crystal Maiden with mana regen amplification. Yep, nice. Pretty nice for her. And attack speed. No, they took away the attack speed maiden. Attack speed maiden is gone. She died for glacial guard mana to barrier. It's probably good. 20% more. Mana spent to barrier is 30% plus 2% per level, and then plus 20 here. Hold up. So you're telling me at level 20, you're going to have 30 plus 20. So you have 50 plus 20. So you have 70% of your mana you spend becomes barrier? That's a lot of barrier. That is a lot of barrier. She's gonna be Giga Tank with that shit. No plus 40, plus 20? What do you mean? What do you mean plus 40, plus 20? It's 30 here, base. If you're level 20, then you have 10 times this. There's 50 from these two, and then 20 more. Oh, never mind. Yeah, 40. No, you're right. Holy shit, it's 90%. Yeah, sorry. Pepega math. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's 40. I mean, it's absurd. It's a big number. It's absurd. That's a lot. Aggrandize, renamed to Quickwit, provides Starkster with attack speed for each point of intelligence. Okay. Seems kind of shit. Seems kind of shit. Max health replaced with surge cooldown. I mean, it's good. Surge cooldown is really good. Weapon to Willow. Pixie Dust, Dark Willow's regen amplifications. Oh, regen mana always have 20% application. Increases up to 100% when she becomes... Oh. They buffed it. Interesting. And more ints. And cooldown reduction is stronger. Oh, Willow got some buffs. Base damage increases by 6 on Dawnbreaker. Break of Dawn, max damage changed from 25% plus 10% plus 1. Bonus is granted rated by Aghanim Scepter. Amplifies heals Dawnbreaker provides by Break of Dawn's current damage value increase. No longer increases the heal per pulse. So you gotta time the fucking Break of Dawn? Whenever the sun comes out. You gotta pick the Phoenix. Abuse it. I'm not sure the Aghanim Scepter Dawnbreaker build is worth leaning into. I'm not sure it's worth leaning into. The changes here don't seem to be too monumental. Celestial Hammer Trail grants movement speed to allies is kind of cool though. Makes it easier to run people down or just run away. 6 second. Oh, okay. So Solar Guardian always has a 6-second temporary daytime. Ah, okay. So you don't have to time it. Ulti makes day now. Ah, so Dawnbreaker also counters Night Stalker now. Interesting. You gotta be so sad if you're playing Night Stalker and you're going on someone, and Dawnbreaker just fucking ultis in, turns you off, and joins, kills you. Weave no longer levels with Nothal projection. Upgrade with Aghanim's Shard. Applying a stack of Weave on an ally heals them for 60 per stack of Weave, including a stack that was just applied. Sure. Shard seems like good value. No longer does a hard dispel on Dazzle when projection ends. I like this shard though. Support Dazzle is stronger with this. DP got base armor increase with those fucking item changes. And the silence is faster. Movement speed changes. A little bit nerfed. Cooldown reduction. Okay. A little bit nerfed as well. Or no, it's not nerfed, right? Cooldown reduction changed from 0.75 plus 0.75 per level up to 0. How is that not changed? Because you have it innately or what? Am I just Pepega? Change from 0.75 plus is level up versus level. Ah, right. It's not on level up. Ah, that's where there is. I see. Yeah, I see. Ghost spawn rate is also increased. So faster silence, faster ghost spawn rates. There's a health talent that would lean in nicely with some of the items that came out. Silence AoE is available on level 10 as well. I actually think the silence AoE early is pretty good. And now you can get AoE increased by going for like a Shiva's Rush. Giga Silence with super speed on it as well. Silence AoE replaced with attack speeds. Get spirits on level 20. Exorcism spirits. Wait, replaced with deaths during holy shit! Deaths during exorcism extended duration by 8 seconds? Both allies and enemy. Wait, no fucking way. What? What? It will never end. What do you mean? So, you're telling me that if you're the only player who survived in a fight, and your entire team and the entire enemy team died, you have more than a minute increased duration on your ulti? $72 seconds of ulti duration increase? It's gonna be 112 second duration if you're the only one alive? Add some buybacks with that and you're gonna have a full duration ulti. The fucking Octarine, you're gonna cast it again. Jesus, dude. Okay, that is a crazy talent. Is that global or what? I assume so. So long as anything dies? It's probably gonna be bugged with Meepo too, yeah. Meepo is probably gonna account for fucking 5. Interesting. Electromagnetic repulsion now deals damage equal to 1.5 times his int. Okay. Thunderstriking. Damage increase from 25 to 115, 30 to 120. No longer upgraded with Shard. Shard is on defense. Now granted by Aghanim Shards. No longer levels with kinetic field. Interesting. Interesting. No longer shares levels with the kinetic field. Has only one level instead. Cast range increased. So You get this from Shard. Is this just a completely separate ability? I assume so. So you can have the kinetic field and then get defense as well? I guess so. That seems pretty fucking good. Formation delay is increased though. 0.4 to 1. But you do have crazy cast range on it. 1200 cast range. Maybe. I mean, it's pretty good. As far as the shard goes, yeah, you do have to be pretty heads up about putting it down though, because if someone's running away, you gotta put it far ahead of them. 1 second, someone with high movement speed is gonna run away, dude. Glimpse distance damage increased to sure. More percentage. Repulsion knockback damage. Static Storm AoE. Get some radius on level 20 already. Pretty nice. Static Storm radius that you get on 25 is replaced with 6 Thunder Strikes. Also decreases the strike interval by 50%. Or 2 Glimpse charges. Okay. I mean, that shard seems really good. That shard seems very, very good. Doom. Also wall of texts. Level pain ability slightly reworked. When Doom attacks enemy heroes, he applies curse upon them. After 2.5 seconds, the cursed enemy hero cursed hero bursts with a pillar of fire, damaging itself and all enemy units in 66 AoE. Nice. For 15% of the damage taken from Doom over this duration, including damage from the attack that applied the curse. If the cursed hero's level is a multiple of 6, the curse damage and radius will be increased by 66%. Wow, so many 6s. Multiple of 6 and 66%. Okay. Devour, now defaults cast gained on learning Devour, is the one that grants abilities. Yes. Upgraded by Aghanim's Shard, replaces cooldown by 2 charges and 66-second restore time. Allows Devouring Ancients. Gained spells have 20% bonus AoE and 40% spell amp. Radius from 600 to 60. Bruh. Bruh. I see. He's full devil mode. Full devil mode here. Now also provides Doom with health regen. Sure. Stun duration, of course. Yeah, get that 0.6. Yeah, get it in there. Damage increased by 1 to make it, you guessed it, 6. Aghanim Scepter now also applies break to the affected enemies, and Aghanim Scepter no longer increases the damage. Okay, so if you get Ags, you break. That means they changed the talent then, right? Permanent Scorched Earth. Perma Scorched Earth. Is that even that good? I guess it's not bad. But I wonder if it's that good. It's actually pretty good. The cooldown and duration is pretty shit if you don't have it. Yeah. I mean, Mute is probably better a lot of the time, but Perma Scorched Earth is not bad. Yeah, I mean, you would be very, very fast running around with this. Cut 66 damage on level 15. I mean, that's actually pretty big. From being able to devour ancients to being able to do 66 more damage per hit. Cast range is 1000 on this shit? What? Excuse me? Holy shit. Fix the cast indicator, not matching the actual damage range of the ability. Ah, right. Yeah, because it has longer. Sure. Sure. It did have a bigger AoE. So they just managed to fix the cast range to match it. Fair enough. No longer has an Elder Dragon specific cast range. Radius by default. Always grants magic damage on attack. And AoE bonus effects. Dragon form. Now evolves per level. Bonuses are cumulative. Green dragon. Alright, because there are no facets, we're gonna have the OG dragon back. I like this dragon more. I never liked the DK facets. I'm gonna be honest here. I think DK facets were always dog shit. I like the real Dragon Knight. that evolved through the dragons. I think this is better. Okay, I'm not going to read the specifics for what all the dragons do, but obviously we're back to the green, red, blue, and then if you get the Aghanims, I guess you have the, yeah, black dragon, of course. Very nice. Very nice. No longer provides bonus attack damage, but of course you have other sources of damage in here. Fireball no longer has an Elder Dragon specific cast range. Damage increases by 10. Duration is down by 2. Still pretty much as bad as it was before. And what do we have here? The breathe fire damage and cast range is changed with fire damage. 200 damage is not terrible. That's a lot of damage actually on level 20. You probably still just go for a right click build though. Take the attack range. Much always. Wyrm Wrath bonuses. I mean, maybe you can do something with the spell damage, but seems kind of shit. Draw has less base damage. Precision Aura doesn't level with marksmanship. Agi base bonus was scaled from 4 to 16 to 10%. Okay. Interesting. So always 10. I mean, that might smooth out her her early game a bit. Does sound weaker later on, but I mean, her early game is usually the weakness for her. Also modifies incoming healing. Yep. Knockback duration now scales inversely with the distance, similar to knockback distance. Sure. Multi-shot now allows Draw Ranger to move, so she has that built in. Glacier no longer increases the number of multi-shot arrows, no longer grants True Strike on the hill. Now Draw Ranger deals 25% more damage when attacking from high ground while on the glacier. Okay, so she kind of has both facets in a way. Can move, but if she gets the shards and has the glacier, then she gets the attack on high ground as well. No True Strike though. Pretty good, I think. The shard is very value. Shard is very value. Earth Spirit, Boulder Smash. Minor changes in numbers. Science duration scales to be the same, a little bit better early on. Magnetize, still overall the same. Really no big change to him, I think. Max charges 7 plus 1 per 4 level. Yeah, I mean, it's essentially the same. Slugger doesn't level with Echo Slam. Damage creep death changed from 30 to 75 to 27 plus 3 per level. Okay. I see. Oh, that's gonna be more... Yeah, smooth out a little bit, I guess. I mean, that does help his laning stage, right? You get a little bit of scaling on this shit throughout the lane. It's very minor. Stun duration. Okay, that's actually a nicer change. 0.2 seconds more stun on Fissure, so you can combo. Aftershock radius is increased, and shockwave projectile speed increased by 100 on Echo Slam. Well, pretty good changes to him. I think Shaker should be pretty happy. Elder Titan, remove Tip the Scales ability. Momentum, new innate ability. Passive can't be leveled up. ET's armor increases by 3.6 plus 0.4% of his per level of his bonus movement speed. Only counts movement speed that he has above his base. Can't reduce his armor. Yeah. No longer provides armor on return. Still grant movement speed. Yeah, I mean, it gives movement speed, which then gives him armor. Yeah. Seems like I'm gonna have to see how much that's gonna give when we actually lane against an AT. His ulti is slightly buffed. The Echo Stomp Wake damage. Pretty interesting on level 10. Used to be a level 20 talent. And speed as attack speed. All in movement speed build, huh? And more damage per hero. I'm not sure about ET. He might be good, but okay, let's see Ember. This hero has been so busted. Best mid lane hero by far on the previous patch. Hopefully some nerfs. Strength gain increased by 0.2. It doesn't start well. Immolation no longer levels with Fire Remnant. So it's only 11 base. Damage per second changed from 10 to 34 to 10 plus 1 per level. Okay. Radius from 175 to 200. So it's buffed so far. It went from 10 damage in 175 to 11 damage in 200. Okay. I can shard bonus radius. Okay. Seeing change. Mana cost decreased from 95 to 125 to 80 to 110. Huh? I guess the chain gang. Yeah. I guess the facets. They buffed everything else, but he doesn't really have the... That's the nerf he got. You don't have the chain gang that was allowing him to just do a lot of stuff. I mean, his laning stage is stronger, though. Level 1 slide is 100% stronger. You're actually right, dude. It's 25 to 50 damage on level 1 slide. Does look like they're trying to push people back to Sleight of Fist builds. But I mean, he's just stronger overall. He's got stronger immolation. He has less mana cost than Searing Chains, and he has double damage on level 1 Sleight of Fist. So Chain Gang is gone, sure, but his laning stage is buffed by a big margin. But yeah, sure. No Chain Remnant does hurt a little bit, and no double hits with the Sleight of Fist build, I guess, is why they're trying to do it as well. Rabble Rouser, damage increase change from 4 plus 4% per level up to 4 per level. Yep. For sure. The rewording. Cast range increase from 500 to 650, 500 to 800. Now enchanting enemy heroes increases attack range against them. So they built in the one that I like. Nature's Tendons added a tooltip to display the total max possible heal. Total max heal 0. Nice. I like it. They kept the part of Enchantress that I enjoyed playing. That is a pretty big nerf for Ench players as well, though, because most Ench players enjoyed the healing spam. So now Ench doesn't have the pop out a bunch of healing when you hit her. So she's going to be much more killable, but she will be more DPS oriented. No Gravity Well innate. New ability is the Event Horizon. Okay, so put that in. Event Horizon, the facet is now innate. Sure. And a bigger AoE for it. 600? Yeah, maybe good. That's probably pretty good, actually. I think that talent is really nice for Enigma. Obviously, it's competing with a 250 HP, but yeah. Alright, what happened to Void? No more Time Square. Distortion Field no longer works with the Chronosphere. Not only applies to projectiles targeting Voids or an ally hero within 1200 radius from him. Max slow rescaled from 600 around him to 500 around the targeted hero. Blah, bunch of shit. Aghanim Scepter now also provides the reverse Time Walk sub-ability. Aghanim Scepter Time Lock attacks will no longer miss if reverse Time Walk is used too quickly after. Ah, right. Right. If you jumped away. Could bug out. Not upgraded by Shard. Time Dilation is upgraded by Shard. Increases the attack speed and movement slow per cooldown by 5 or 5. Provides Faceless Void with the bonus movement speed and attack speed by the same values per each cooldown. Oh, shit. Wait, movement speed and attack speed per cooldown? Yo, that's pretty good. Bonus degrade to the duration of the buff. That shard is really strong. In teamfights, that's crazy. You're gonna hit so many people with it, you get a bunch of movement speed and attack speed, no? Buff also doesn't count down under the effect of Chronosphere. Yeah. Chronosphere is now the default ultimate ability. F. What do you mean default? You don't have a choice. It's not default, you should say it's the only ultimate ability. RIP Time Square. You were glorious while you existed. You were glorious, but now you're gone. 8% time dilation slow per cooldown replaced with 125 time walk. Grimstroke, Ink Trail. Sandra said that she had a feeling Grimstroke was going to be good this patch. Let's see if they gave him any love. Now also applied when enemy hero is affected by any of his abilities. And this is the one that gives him vision of people. And causes them to deal less damage to Grimstroke. This is also applied when enemy hero is affected by any of his abilities. That means that effectively ink swelling yourself is an AoE defensive ability for Grimstroke. Now also applied by attacks from Grimstroke's illusions, including Dark Portraits. Grimstroke now takes 5% plus 0.5% per level less damage from enemies affected by... Oh, shit. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, it's not super significant, but it is damage reduction. It's also overall damage reduction, so it's not just auto attacks. It's probably gonna reduce spell damage and everything. It does say spells apply it, but yeah, it is overall damage reduction, so it should protect you against basically anything they do to you. Stroke Fate now be put on alt cast to send a stroke straight. Okay. Remove the Chop Chop ability. Afterburner is the new innate. Whenever he damages an enemy with attacks or abilities, he gains +1 movement speed per hero and 0.5 per creep. Huh. Duration is 3.9 plus 0.1 per level. Effects stack independently. Interesting. Sounds like he could go quite fast even by just pressing a flat cannon in a team fight if there's a lot of shit. Aghanim Scepter upgrade, move into a separate ability, and Side Gunner, new ability granted by Aghanim Scepter, effect unchanged. Yeah. Sure. The redirect chance is changed. Doesn't really matter much. Cast range rescaled. Hoodwink's range. Cast results. Okay, so a bit more range, I guess. More range on the Bushwhack as well. Basically keeping the bonus range from the Facet. Well, not really. You still have less. No longer doubles all sources of evasion for the duration. Treats creep heroes as creeps. Projectile flies through the creeps, dealing half damage. The Spirit Bearer is considered a true hero. The projectile will stop on it. Pretty meh changes for her. Hoodwink does not look good. I could be wrong, but she looks pretty shit. Please say Huskar is bad. Intelligence gain is decreased from 1.5 to 0. There we go. Keep him fucking stupid. -5 movement speed. Good start. Damage increase on inner fire. Knockback duration now scales on the distance. Enemies which are 375 units or farther away now receive a flat knockback of 25. Not upgraded by shard. Health costs change from 4% of current to 2% of max health. Oscar now can use this ability even if he has less health than the health cost requires. Also, so he basically has Incendiary built in. Now upgraded with Aghanim's Shard. Oh, thank God, dude. At least he has to buy Shard to get the Dispel. I mean, I'll take it, dude. I'll take it. This is a much more manageable version of Huskar than I've seen in the previous patch. At least now he doesn't have 2 built-in dispels on level 6, you know. It's still very good and he will get it fast. The Shard? I don't think so. I mean, yes, it's good, but I don't think a lot of Huskars will get it fast, because Huskar is still a timing-based hero. Spending 1400 gold on buying the Shard, that's 1400 gold he's not spending on buying his Blink Aghanim's bullshit, or 1400 gold away from whatever other item he wanted. So I will definitely take this. Yeah, I mean, that's a long time. That's a long time that he will be playing without it, for sure. It's not a rush it at 15 minutes. It's more like he's gonna have it at minute 25 or something. 2 at level 6. What else did he have? He has his ulti. Oscar ulti is a dispel for himself. And Berserker's Blood was also a dispel when you had the Cauterize facet, so you could dispel it yourself in 2 different ways. Invoker, +1 level on his orbs. Tornado, Aghanim Scepter, Twister damage decreased. Invoke, now whenever Invoker gets Aghanim Scepter or Aghanim Shard, these items are inert in the inventory until he activates them manually. Upon activation, he's presented with 3 upgrades to choose from. Upgrades themselves for both the Aghanim Scepter and Aghanim Shard are unchanged. You can't change selected upgrades. Selling Aghanim Scepter and buying it again will provide the same upgrade you chose the first time. Aghanim Scepter no longer provides +1 level to all the orbs. It now only provides +1 level to a single orb that you choose. Ah, so you can mix and match. That actually might be kind of nice. Because everyone wants Cataclysm, but you don't always want the fucking Forge Spirits. So now you can have a good Shard and also a good Aghanims, you know? Yeah, you can get Kata and EMP. The EMP Shard is so fucking good on its own that it basically made Wex Invoker, you know, really, really strong. Now you can be the fearsome fucking, the Wexort Invoker. Interesting. And there's a +1 orb level on level 20. You know what? I like that change. I like how they did this. I was wondering how they were going to address the facet change on Invoker. But they decided to just keep everything and then let the Invoker decide. I think that's a good choice. Remove the Wellspring ability. Equilibrium. New ability. Io always has bonus outgoing damage amp, which linearly scales with its health, reaching a maximum of 5 plus 0.5 per level at 100% health. Same time, Io has health restoration and healing amplification, which also linearly scale with its health, but reach a maximum. Okay. Oh, so I see. They scale the other way around. So the lower HP he is, the more he heals. The higher HP he is, the more damage he amps. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, he gets the best that he wants. That's quite curious. Now also provides 35 to 110 attack speed, 8 to 14% spell amp, IO and editor unit, sure. Attack damage reduction from 50 to 51 -1. Aghanim Shard also reduces mana cost to 0. I see. Holy shit. He got a mana cost on the liquid fire. Jesus. Yeah, I guess this is the first of the dominating lane supports getting fucking shanked. Welcome, Jakiro. Your nerf is here, honey. Get a fucking nerf. Yeah, dead in a ditch. I mean, that is a significant nerf. He can't for free just shoot non-stop liquid fire on you or liquid frost and dual breath you. Magic Hat buyer? He can buy whatever he wants. He's so much weaker now than he was before. This is a significant change for him. Thank God. They removed the duelist innate and gave him blade form as an innate instead. Juggernaut receives blade form stacks when it doesn't take damage, same as before. Blade Fury is no longer upgraded with Shard. Healing Ward is upgraded with Shard. Increases healing by 1.5% and hits to destroy by 1. Okay, but what's the talents like? Duelist is replaced with Blade Form stack gain interval. Okay, Healing Ward is replaced with Omnislash cooldown. Pretty early. Okay. Okay, and movement speed during Blade Form is increased from 40 to 45. Blade Storm or Blade Fury DPS is up to 100. And Healing Ward hits to destroyed is replaced with 15% Blade Dance crit damage. You know what? I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I think the other Shard was very weird to play. And now we don't have to take the Healing Ward talent, you know? I actually think all these are pretty good. Like both core and support style, or like healer style Juggernaut. I think both of them are nicer now. Remove the special reserve innate. You get bright speed, new innates. Keep your light gains +1 movement speed for every 2.5 intelligence. Whenever Keep Your Light moves 300 distance, he leaves behind light that allows him to see in 400 range for 3 seconds. The fuck? So he's a race car and he leaves a trail of vision. And cooldown Chakra Magic is down. Mana Restore is up. Blinding Light cast range is buffed. Knockback distance is also changed. Thing no longer grants bonus movement speed percentage. Now increases movement speed bonus of bright speed by 50% while active. So he wants int, huh? Curious. Curious. And then his talents, Blinding Light replaced with Blinding Light damage, Chakra Magic, even more speed. Dude, he's gonna be so fucking fast. I can feel it. He's gonna be so fucking fast now. Some fucking int build is coming in. Soulbind reduction, and then more Spirit Form. Spirit Form movement speed replaced with duration. Sure. Okay. Alright, the hero that matters. What did they do to the boy Kess this time? Less attack speed, less movement speed. Which discipline? Cooldown changed from 7.75 plus blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever, it's effectively the same. The first katana hit or ability will deal 12% bonus damage after switching to katana and after switching to Sai movement speed. So it built in the flutter. Aghanim Scepter no longer restarts the alternate ability cooldown if it was already on cooldown. Nice. Nice. That's essentially a bug fix for a annoying thing. It's even weird to explain, but if you used one ability and then later on you wanted to cast both abilities, if you use the one that isn't on cooldown, it would somehow refresh the cooldown on the one that was about to come off cooldown. So if it was like 2 seconds from being ready, it would again go back to having 12 seconds cooldown, which was stupid. So basically they fixed that bug. Grappling Claw, when targeting a tree, always destroys the targeted tree and ends in the tree's position. Nice. Nice, nice. You thought that was fixed ages ago? No, it wasn't. That was a different thing they did before. Cast range decreased from 1200 to 650 to 950. Now matches the Grappling Claw. Okay, pretty big nerf to the Talon Toss. It's significantly less cast range on silencing people. Proc effect now triggers a critical strike only instead of creating a mark. Oh, wow. No mark? 18% chance to mark is replaced with 20% critical strike chance. As a result, marks are only applied by parrying and casting Raven's Veil. What? No marks? They took them away? No longer restricts Kess from proccing bash spells. I see. So we can buy a basher now. They straight up took away mark from parrying? That is a tragic change, man. That is such a boring way of nerfing him, though. Okay. Mark stun duration increased from 0.4 to 0.5 to 0.8. Mark still on the parry. Oh yeah, okay. It's on the parry, but not on the hits. I mean, yeah. No longer has parry bonus by default. Upgradable by Aghanim's Shard. Parrying creates a stronger mark that will stun the target for an additional 0.2 and yeah. I see. I mean, pretty painful. No longer provides magic damage immunity. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. Not even the Shadowhawk bonus into a shard. Yeah. I guess. Wait. Is the shard only this? Or is it still the Kasha katana as well? Now upgraded with Aghanim Shard. So I guess it's still the katana as well as this, right? It can't only be this. Need BKB Raptor Dance now? Yeah. It's still the Impale. Okay. 25, 100% crit mark thing is 80% shoulder side critical strike. Right, this is shoulder side. I see. Wait, so that means that you can't even mark slash as well? Right? Because it's just shorter side critical strike increase. So there's no play around this. I mean, you can, I guess, but the bonus damage from this is only a crit in shoulder side. Yeah, it sounds okay, I guess it will. Right? Shows a max critical mark. Wait, does it count the mark? I'm confused if it's gonna count it or not. This guarantees a critical strike. Yeah, I guess so. It does count. Mark provides the crit. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Just getting concerned about it. It does count. Okay. I mean, yeah, probably a fair number to have it 80% instead of 100%. Yeah, chance to crit instead of marking. Yeah, marking the thing is separate now. Sure. Interesting. So, yeah. Marks are only applied by the parry and Ravensvale. Huh? Feels so weird that you can't set up by hitting and doing it. No, like pre-hitting into swapping and echo slashing them. Okay. Anyway, let's work our way through a little bit more. Admiral's Rum can no longer be applied by multiple sources and will know what it could. I had no clue that it could be applied by multiple sources. Will no longer trigger passively if Ghost Chip is already applied. Oh, I just assumed they didn't work together with a Ghost Chip. Interesting. And still he was shit. Now applies Admiral's Rum at a 2x factor. Multiplication applies to duration, delay, damage, and movement speed. Yeah, makes sense. Damage. Okay, they did give him the cleave on level 20. Oh, maybe Kunkka right-click build can be playable. Because you have Tidebringer talent all the way. Look, the left side of the talent tree, you get slow, damage, more damage, and then armor ignore. At least his talent tree is looking pretty nice for right-clicking. Not sure if it's worth trying to play around at all, but just have a nice talent tree now. Largo. Let's see how they nerf this fuck. This guy better have gotten some big nerf. And hopefully they kept the support Largo playable. Now lick runes to pull them. Rune licking refunds spent mana. Fair enough. Health regen reduction. Bonus health regen is now also provided if the target is killed by Catchy Lick. Okay. Aghanim Scepter no longer adds damage to double strumming. Bullbelly Blitz now also deals 20 to 40 damage by default. Now upgraded by Aghanim Scepter, increases the damage. Wait, what? Are they really keeping him that strong? movement speed from 16 to 28 to 16 to 20. There's no way. What? What? He's insanely strong still, no? Yeah, I mean, am I crazy? Isn't he kind of better? Almost? Like, he gets the regen always if he kills someone. He can lick the runes and get a refund. And the Agadam's nerf isn't even that serious, because you have damage. You have damage built in. You can straight up just farm with this. Agadam's damage is much lower. Not that much lower. 20, 30, 40 plus the Agadam Scepter increase by 6, 12, and 18. Is it lower? It's not that much lower. Still pretty fucking strong. The fact that you have damage access like without even having Agadams is so good. Yeah, I mean, would have to see it. Would have to see it. I guess maybe it's not as busted. Maybe it is leaning more into support for sure with this. But sounds to me like his laning stage and his early game is way stronger now. Makes him always having to use the attack song to do damage. Can no longer spam heal and run to deal damage. That's true. That's true, at least. You don't constantly take damage. But generally people spam the Bull Belly Blitz anyway, because it amplified the damage that you were dealing. Legion Commander? Holy shit. It's a wall of text on Legion. Base armor decreased by 1. Outfight them. Ability rework passively grants Legion with bonus armor equal to 1 plus 0.1 per level. When Legion Commander casts an ability, she gains the same amount as a stacking bonus for 6 seconds. So when she presses an ability, she gains the same amount as the bonus armor she has here. Whenever allies within 1200 range cast an ability, they also gain 6-second buff with 50% of the value. Ah, okay. So she will get a lot of armor by just using stuff. Overwhelming odds now also applies 100% movement slow upon dealing damage for 0.3 seconds. Aghanim Shard upgrade reworked, increase radius by 100, grants all damage barrier equal to 50%. Sure. Press the attack. Multiple instances can now stack independently. Oh, no way. Now upgraded with Aghanim Scepter, increases bonus movement speed by 12%. Ability becomes cast point, affecting all units or all allies in 500 radius. Legion Commander is always affected, even when outside of the cast area. Moment of Courage no longer has 25% proc chance. It now automatically triggers in 7, 6, 5, and 4 attacks. Will not activate. Oh, that's actually a lot nicer for manipulating and lane. Will not activate unless the commander is both attacking and being attacked. Until this requirement is met, the prepared state is kept indefinitely. Cooldown decrease from 1.7 to 0.8 to 0.3. Yeah, basically same change as Axe. More reliability, easier to play around for Legion herself, and still pretty damn strong. Legion Commander can now use any abilities during duel. Legion Commander will stop attacking as normal during cast animations. Items can't be used, no longer upgraded with Aghanim Shard. Aghanim Scepter rework. When she wins a duel, press the attack is automatically triggered around her. I wonder about the whole casting abilities when you're in the duel. It says that she will stop attacking as normal during casting animation. Like, normally, if you press the attack and then hit, there's not really much of an auto attack stopping. You cancel that really fast. Yeah, I hope it animation cancels, you know? Imagine you use press the attack, it's just like, oh. And it's like, oh, I'm in a duel? Oh, I'll hit, you know? Yeah, I wonder. I wonder if they're casting it fast at least. Sounds like it could be really good and could be really shit, depending how they coded it. But yeah, you could dispel yourself during the duel. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. So you can like... if you blink initiate on someone, you could hold a reaction spell for when something happens. I guess you still can't unstun yourself, because you're still stunned when you're stunned. When you win duel, press the attack is automatically triggered around her. Seems like a shit Aghanim Scepter though, no? You get to press the attack. I don't know. Aghanim Scepter seems like dog shit. Increases the movement speed by 12%. AoE. Yeah, I mean, it's a real support Aghanims. It's definitely support. It's better with W. I mean, I don't know. I just see it kind of rough buying 4,200 gold for this effect, even if you are a support legion. Good Aghanims for support legion? Yeah, you sure? Because I'm not sure. What do we have? +1 outfight them armor. -1 hits to trigger. Dual duration talents. And press the attack grants the debuff immunity replaced with dual refreshes cooldown of... Holy fuck, what is that talent? What the fuck am I seeing there? I'm picking Legion tomorrow. The fuck is that? Refreshes on victory? Just fight them. Yeah, you just go from one to the next, to the next, to the next. The hits keep coming and they don't stop coming, guys. That is crazy, man. That is insane. Is that even good for level 25? You don't understand how good it is, dude. When you are level 25 Legion, you're only held back by one thing, and that is that people run away from you. If you have duel that refreshes whenever you win a duel, that means you can duel literally everyone you go on. So long as you don't get Lincolns blocked and get your ulti on cooldown for some reason, you're literally just gonna duel everyone. Yeah, this is a very good one. No BKB on Ags. I think Aghanims is dog shit. I'm gonna be the first to say it. I think Ags doesn't really seem worth it. I don't think it's completely shit, but I don't think it's worth buying early, for sure. Yeah, you also have the dual duration increase. 6-second dual duration, and you get a refresh on every single one. It sounds good, dude. You don't go Ags anymore on her? No. You know what you do? You go for the new item, the fucking armor and magic resistance item. What was it called? The first one. The first item that was listed. I'm not gonna scroll up, it's too far to scroll, but yeah. The wraps? Yeah. Because it gives movement speed too. No, you definitely go for that. Yeah, consecrated wraps on Legion are gonna be good. Believe. Believe. Duration is down on Edict. Nice little nerf. Base mana region is decreased from 0.75 to -1. What do you mean -1? What do you have -1 mana region? Intelligence gain decreased from 3.8 to 3.4. Removed death charge as an ability. Sacrifice is back. Alright. New ability active. Lich can instantly kill an allied creep to gain mana relative to its current health. Earn experience and bounty. Oh, wow. Or earn experience bounty. Health to mana, 42 plus 3 per level. Experience bounty. Oh, you get more experience as you level up. That's funny. Yeah, new ability, by the way. This ability starts with an extended cooldown and with no charges, making the first one possible to cast at 2-minute mark. It's a little bit late. A little bit late. Sacrifice creeps count as denies, providing experience to enemy heroes. Lich experience gain is independent from experience enemy gains. Okay, so you don't have to care if they're leeching. You can just do it. Frost Shield duration is down with replaced with Frost Shield charges. And Chain Frost incremental damage replaced with unlimited Chain Frost bounces. It's back, baby. Yeah, the mana region being -1. Hmm. Like, do you straight up lose mana? Or is it just so you are hard set on 0? Oh yeah, I didn't realize, by the way. Death Charge is completely gone as well. Interesting. Dude, I was so excited for a Wizard Hat. I was gonna Wizard Hat Lich. But we don't have Death Charge anymore. So we don't get mana for just standing around. You start with 0.4 at level 1, you just checked. That sounds fucking tragic. So first time you can get mana from a creep is at 2 minutes into the game. And until then, you have 0.4 mana region. That does sound really painful. Isn't he just dog shit? Like, I guess you can buy triple mango and a clarity and try to somehow have enough. But 2 minutes is a long time to go without any real mana region in any way. Like, that's a long time. Still gets mana from mana region from int, so it's not that bad. It's pretty bad, dude. Like 0.4 base mana region is very, very weak. Yeah, you get to deny right before the Lotus as well, so their lane pushes. That's true, actually. I mean, maybe it's in time that it pushes, and then you have time to bounce back your lane. So you deny, get under your tower, and then have time to push it again and get the Lotus. I'm coping here. But yeah, not sure. Base damage increased by 10 on Lifestealer. Base attack speed increased by 20. Holy shit. 5 movement speed. Ghoul Frenzy reworked into innate ability passive. Provides 5 attack speed per level. Okay. Rage now also provides movement speed while active. Open wounds. Increased mana cost and max slow is increased. Beast is a basic ability. Heal. Yo, doesn't Lifestealer look insanely good so far? Where's the holdup, really? This just seems so much nicer. Yeah, Nyx is so back, no? Beast is now basic ability, heal target's health. Sure. Max damage, max health damage 2.75 to 3.25. Max health per hero kill, not retroactive. Okay. You do need to have it leveled up early if you want that. No longer increase the deny health threshold. I mean, Lifesteal seems super good, no? Now can be used on ancient creeps by default. Aghanim's shard upgrade reworked. When consuming a creep, enemies take damage. Oh, so he gets that for free as well. The facet. The storm. Nyx patch login. I think so. This seems really good. I mean, 20 attack speed, 10 damage. And these changes are also good. What about the talents? The movement speed is replaced with a flat movement speed. That's also nicer, I think. I haven't done the numbers on it, but I think so. Open wound slow replaced with 50 attack speed on open wounds targets. That's, again, also nicer. Ghoul Frenzy attack speed replaced with 175 attack speed, or 175 infest damage. I think you go for the left one anyway. But that does allow you to do big infest bombs if you want to. Infest target movement speed, health decreased from 15 to 12. I mean, he looks good. Combustion is gone. Slow burn is the new ability. Lena's innate. Oh, that's so much better as an innate than combustion. Lena's abilities deal an additional 64% damage as undispellable. But hold up. Slow burn wasn't undispellable. Slow burn was very, very much dispellable before. This little fucking keyword right here should probably be boldened because it was a dispellable burn. Undispellable 64% damage is a whole lot better than it was before. Dragon Slave damage is decreased. Light Strike Array is also decreased. Dude, I want to play Lina now. Magnum Shard reworked. Casting Laguna Blade temporarily supercharges her. Oh, so she has the facet here as well. Interesting. So basically one of her facets went and became a shard, and the other facet she got for free but improved. And she lost her old innate, but that innate, let's be real, it was fucking dog shit. It was a win more innate. Completely. It did sometimes randomly just win team fights if you had a nice RP and 4 or 5 enemy heroes were right on top of each other. Yes, Combustion would be broken. But 9 out of 10 times, probably more like 19 out of 20 times, Combustion didn't do shit. So, yeah, Slow Burn is going to be way better. And what do I have on the facets? Sorry. Light Strike Array damage decrease from... I mean, that's still a lot of damage. With the Slow Burn, too. That's a lot of damage. Crit on targets affected by spells replaced with 150% crit on targets affected by Slow Burn. Oh, that's much better, too. That's so much better. What? Oh my god, her 25 is so much better now. Combustion overheat damage replaced with +1 second of slow burn, increasing the additional damage from 64 to 80%. I do think you take the other one. I think you take the left one. Yes, getting a little bit more slow burn is nice. But, I mean, yeah, if you're full spellcaster, obviously more spell burn is nice. But 150% crits on anything that you nuked with anything is always going to be insane on Lina because her auto attack is so good. Yeah, the talent is kind of whatever. You go from 64 to 80. I mean, it's not terrible, but... Okay, what do we have here? To hell and back, killing or assisting in a hero kill provides Lion with 20% debuff duration while that hero is dead. Oh. Whenever Lion respawns or resurrects, he gains 20% spell amplification for 90 seconds or until he gets a kill or an assist. Oh, okay. So he basically has a different little mechanic on that. Finger Death cooldown decrease from 120 to 40 to 110 to 30. Damage per kill from 40 to 30. Now has empowered melee attacks after cast by default. After using Finger of Death, Lion's Hand becomes empowered, turning into melee. Very nice. You get the melee effect, melee form for 20 seconds. Ability can be toggled with right click to disable the melee form. Cleave area is a cone, increases. Aghanim Scepter now also increases the melee cleave from 25 to 50% and duration from 20. You can be full duration melee. 30-second cooldown, 30-second duration. You know what? After reading all these fucking changes on every hero, I need the Dislondre change. This was the best part of the patch so far. Everything else about him was perfect. All he needed was a bit of projectile speed. There we go. Perfectly balanced now. I love it. Damage for... Okay. Effective allies not changed on these. Lunar Orbits now applies damage reduction while active. Aghanim Shard upgrade increases the damage reduction and provides Luna with movement speed for the duration. Pretty good shard. Okay. Pretty good. So she does not have the damage from beams hitting. Interesting. So she lost the Lunar Storm, but she does have the Lunar Orbit. It's very strong though. Damage to neutrals change from 2% per level to 18% plus 2% per level. Huh? Wait. Just insanely much better, no? He went from 2% to 20%? You tell me he's a full jungler? He's gonna farm those shard neutral shards immediately. Aghanim shard upgrade reworked, increase the number of wolves by 1, grants them the hightail ability. No, don't. Activated to give them 100% evasion, 20% bonus attack speed, and hasted movement speed for 6 seconds. And he gets 1 more of these fuckers? There's no way he's sending 3 fucking wolves at me with 100% evasion, and they have... You realize how hard he can juggle the fucking tower aggro now? He can tank the tower for 18 seconds. Like, do you think you're safe under a tower? He's gonna tank it for 18 seconds with the first set of wolves, and then the next set of wolves comes in and tanks it for another 18 seconds. Your tower will literally do 0 damage for over half a minute if he wants to. Yeah, that seems fun. That seems very fun. Now grants controlled units movement speed and critical strike bonuses. Yep. Only 6 seconds. It will activate together. Increase the number of... No. Grants them the hightail ability? Oh. I mean, I'll try it, I guess. It doesn't say that here, but maybe. Do they all have to hightail at the same time? I'll try it just to be sure. Okay, card, right? So, hightail? Yeah, no, dudes. You're on some nice cope. That's the first one. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what I mean. So assume that we precast these, because they have 50-second duration, 30-second cooldown. So assume that we precast these. We have an enemy hero here. Give him max level. And we're gonna go on him. You see how the tower couldn't do shit for 18 seconds there? And I didn't even go into my second set? Yeah. Yeah. So, over half a minute of your tower not being able to do any damage when he tower dives you. Just so you're ready for it. But the glyph, sir? Yeah, tier 1 tower doesn't have AoE shots. And you can glyph for a little while. His dogs will simply just run out, and then he runs in again. And keeps juggling. It seems insanely scary to me. Oh yeah, also keep in mind, if he wants to, he can send 3 wolves. This is probably going to be the more impactful thing overall. He can send 3 wolves to cut a creep wave, and keep that creep wave there until the next creep wave is there. Just by tanking. And if you're just a right-click hero, you literally cannot stop it. Like, if you go over there and you're PA or some shit, there's literally nothing you can do. Seems nice. Yeah, just rush MKB, I guess. You should have had your 15-minute MKB. Your 0.4 mana regen Lich shows up. He'll deal with him. Did you know? Speaking of Lich and Lycan, did you know that Lich Frost Shield does not block the damage from the wolves? So you get fucking destroyed by wolves if you're Lich? I found out the very hard way by playing against a Lycan. It is very painful matchup. Yeah. It does say that it reduces attack damage that you take. But, do you see any reduction? So, yeah. In case you play Lich, just beware. Beware. Wolves need no armor. Wolves give no fuck about armor, indeed. Oh yeah, and +2 wolves summoned is replaced with -25% summon wolves BAT. God damn, they hit fast. That's probably pretty broken with like assault cuirass, maybe some drums activations. Yeah, those wolves are gonna be very spooky. Solar? Well, Solar only targets one wolf, but like AoE attack speed increases, like a fucking warlock channeling upheaval or some shit. And probably... You know what? Let's hop into demo mode and just look at them. Let's look at some wolves hitting some stuff. I've been reading so much. Okay, first of all, we're gonna do a baseline test here. Give me more wolves. Okay, here we go. These are basic ass wolves with no upgrades. They look unimpressive. Yeah, fuck that shit. Now let's make them stronger. We give them damage. We'll go into, yeah, give them HP. This, of course. This. Let's just go cracked immediately. Here we go. Here's the Giga Wolves. Hold up. We're not done. Here. 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 Jesus! Holy fuck! Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord, he coming. I mean, even without anything, look how fucking fast they're hitting with just the AC aura. That is some fast fucking attack speed, dude. Keep in mind, they're crippling you as well. Jesus! That's the attack speed with just Boots of Bearing and AC? Hightail also has attack speed? Oh, it does, yeah. I didn't even use that. I didn't even think about that. I mean, yeah, that's the whole lot of attack speed. Penitence. Yeah, I mean, we could go faster. We could add more things, but I think even with very low effort, these wolves are insane. Like, literally just having an assault cuirass is gonna do a lot of work with that BAT already. You could already see it there when I didn't do anything. The wolves were hitting so fast. Solid core no longer levels with RP. Solid slow resistance rescaled. Sure. Always affects Magnus with 30% values and can't be cast on himself. 30% increased values. Oh, I thought it was 30% of the value. I'm like, what? Sounds so sad. Okay, so he always gets the empower for himself. Pretty good. You're watching Monkeys Forever, and suppose the people in his chat and in his last game, there's a Meepo bug abuse. Haven't even gotten to Meepo yet on the patch notes. Shockwave returns. Special delivery. Yeah. Take all the items before... Oh, it takes them from the stash too. Automatically attempt to transfer items immediately. Curry has any items, extra items after trying to transfer or didn't transfer any items. Will stay next to Marcy. Or passive and active components. Yeah, you still have the bodyguards. That's an ally. All damage barrier, of course. Yeah, why not? Sure. Sure. Marcy with the barrier. It's not gonna be dominating. Alt cast to bring the ally as well. Jesus. Isn't Marcy pretty good with that then? Bodyguard works like this, and she also has the pick me up. Marcy seems pretty strong. Only considers Mars allies when determining if Mars is outnumbered. That's so funny. Mars gets more HP regen the more he is outnumbered by enemy heroes. And now it doesn't count ally heroes for whether he's outnumbered or not. That's so stupid. You gank 2 heroes, you have 4 teammates with you, and you're like, ah shit, I'm outnumbered. I'm gonna get stronger. Yeah. Okay. Weak and puny allies, they don't count. Interesting. Arena of Blood upgraded with Aghanim Scepter. Lowers the cooldown by 10 seconds. Increases the duration by 1 second if an enemy is killed in the arena. Mars and all his allies. Wait, do they count as allies now? Restore their max health and get 35 attack damage buff for 20 seconds. This effect stacks. Dude, this is disgusting. 35 attack damage buff for 20 seconds and it's stacking is so fucking crazy. What? Yeah, that's some snowballing shit. You jump someone, get 1 kill, and then watch your fucking teammate just destroy everything. The push after. Oh, it's only 20 seconds, so it's not really like you can turn it into a push that easily unless you're already fighting in the enemy base. But it's more so the fact that fighting after getting 1 guy killed immediately is going to be very hard. I mean, that's so much damage. The wolves count too, by the way. Oh, nice. Yes, of course. Why not give the wolves damage increase too? Pos for Mars with a pos 3 like and coming to you. Fights do tend to happen near objectives. Sometimes. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely saying you can push with this, but you need to already be on the objective. A lot of fights are out in the open. But for sure, you can turn it into a push as well. If the wall is increased, any interesting stuff on Medusa? Physical damage change. I think cooldown reduction, uninteresting. The shot outgoing damage. I guess the Mystic Snake damage and mana gain is kind of nice. Otherwise, not too exciting changes. Alright, what's the Meepo abuse someone talked about? Remove Sticky Fingers innate ability. Geomancy, new innate. Passive can't be leveled up. Meepo grants stacking bonus to himself and his clones based on terrain. Each Meepo grants its bonus to other Meepos. If there is a tree within 250 range, he receives 1 health regen. If he's standing on solid ground, he receives 2% movement speed. What the fuck is solid ground? If he is in the water... Okay, I guess anything that's not water. If he is in the water, his attacks slow the target by 2% for 2 seconds. Fuck. Each Meepo can provide only 1 tree bonus, no matter how many trees. If there's a tree in the water, Meepo will provide both the water and tree bonus. Now pierces debuff immunity. No longer has separate creep values. False global lifesteal. Divided withstand. Max level increased. What's the abuse then? No longer grants magic resistance. Now each duplicate copies all of Meepo's items. Oh, yeah, okay. I can see where the abuse is coming. Each duplicate copies all of Meepo's items. You already know where this is going. Someone has found a way to take those items and sell those items and make more items and go fucking infinite. I fucking bet you. They share their cooldowns. Damage, attack speed, health and mana regen, mana burn, and proc chances, chance bonuses from items are distributed equally among the amount of meeples, amounting to a 50 to 80% penalty on each meeple. He distributes the chance equally. Okay, that's fucking funny. I'm gonna buy a basher and then you randomly bash with some meeple sometimes. That is actually a funny way to make it happen. Clones can't use consumable shared items on the main meeple. No longer has penalty for strength. Blah blah blah. Clones no longer gain experience independently. Meeple gains 100% of the experience from hero kills or assists as long as one meeple is in range. Just gotta send one meeple over and leech. All other experience gained by any meeple is divided by number of meeples. Basher feels bad. All the proc chances seem bad. Yeah, I mean, it is bad, but it's better than it was before. Just think of it like this. Or, I mean, yeah, it is better. Because previously, you basically needed to hit with your main meeple. And now, as long as some meeple is hitting, you have some chance of proccing it, right? The only argument is that, like, if you go a Daedalus now, you're actually kind of... You're kind of fucking yourself over, but not really. If you're in the Mega Meeple form, you still have your Meeples on top of you. So hopefully then all the... I assume all the proc chance is on the main Meeple during Mega Meeple time, right? If they consume part of his proc chance while you're in Mega Meeple, that would fucking suck. If a Meeple is in the Meeple tower, is it standing on solid ground? I would say 5 Meeples in a trench coat is the least solid ground. Remove Silmane's faithful innate ability. This is... Okay. This innate is gone now. It's the one with the healing lotus increase. I will give my last shout of defense for that. That innate was fucking awesome. And people unjustifiably thought that it was the worst innate in the game. Anyone who said that was straight up wrong. They were dead wrong. Nowhere close to as bad as Bane's or even TA's ability. This ability was actually really strong. It buffed all your team's Lotus. Yeah, I mean, it was 20% or something. Then I made it 50% and it was insanely strong. But yeah, people thought it was super weak. Anyway, Celestial Quiver, new innate ability, autocast attack modifier, can't be leveled up. Rana consumes a charge to empower her next attack with bonus magic damage, equal to 3 per Mirana's level. At the start of her, she has 2 max charges, but gains 1 more every 7 levels. Base charge restore times 6. Upgradable by Aghanim Shard. Casting Leap provides 3 temporary charge. Okay. So it's just no mana cost, like add some magic damage to your auto attacks. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, so it's like a bit of magic damage here and there on your autos. Seems pretty good. Seems very good actually. New Jakiro. Maybe actually. Base damage replaced with celestial damage. Fair. I mean, base damage would be nicer for critting, but this is magical damage, which quite a lot of times is gonna be stronger for bursting high armor targets. Mischief no longer levels with Wukong's. Tree Dance cast point is increased. Leaping between trees can now be interrupted by roots and leashes. Previously, it was only stunts and hidden or hexed statuses. Sure. cooldown goes to 0 though. He has 3 downs, cooldown 0 built in, so super fast Monkey King is enabled. And he has changing of the guard as well. Okay. Does seem to me like he kinda won on two fronts here. Interesting. Changing of the guards. Oh, right. Aghanim Scepter ability appears in place of Wukong's command and starts on a 1-second cooldown after casting Wukong's command. Ah, I see. Wait, so like when you cast it, you immediately go into it or what? Ability appears in place of Wukong's command and starts a 1-second cooldown after casting Wukong's command. Can't be casts while rooted. Okay. You got the 3 down 0-second earlier too. Yeah, I mean, you do need level 7, but it's pretty good. Can't use it instantly, like you can't use it to save yourself anymore. Ah, so that's what it is. Starts on 1, okay. Sure. Yeah, you cast your ulti and then 1 second in you can use it. Yeah, I mean, still seems very good though. Primal Spring max damage replaced with 3 downs cast range, so much better. Holy shit, that's so much better. 350 cast range on 3 downs on level 10 is crazy good for him. Don't have to wait until level 15 to get it. And you have 0... Okay, dude. 0-second cooldown... Yo, Monkey is a hero. Monkey is a hero for sure. 0-second cooldown Spring and 0-second cooldown on 3 downs at level 15. You're literally a fucking race car. You just need the mana pool to be able to jump forward, but... I mean, that's crazy, dude. Place with Jingo Mastery, undispellable. Okay. Maybe useful sometimes. Yeah, actual farming machine. It's not just that. It's about how fast you can move across the map. Because you jump. Like, you can jump really fast if you use 3 dance into a Primal Spring, into a 3 dance, into a Primal Spring. It's very, very fast if you chain those. Your model size now scales with agi and strength ratio. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, dude. I wanna see. Where is he? Hello, Dota? Oh my god, he's so puny. Oh no, he's so small. Oh my lord. My little morphling. But then, something happened. It was not the morphling that you saw before. Gigamorph. There's no ring anymore, right? Yeah. Giant's ring. F. Okay, what happened to him then? Removed accumulation innate ability. Ebb and flow is passive. Strength and Agi Morphling provides him with bonuses. Cast range and slow resistances are increased by a portion of his strength. Attack range and movement speed are increased by a portion of his Agi. He gets attack range and movement speed by Agi. These bonuses are provided even when replicating, except for the extra attack range, which is not provided when replicating a melee unit. Agi to movement speed 15%? Oh, holy shit. Oh, holy shit. Oh, okay. Sure. Sure. Yeah. I think he's gonna be pretty good. Doesn't that make Morphling ultra broken like him? I would argue it makes him pretty broken pretty early in the game, but we'll see. Leave it to hero spammers, I guess. I think this is very, very strong. Yeah, keep in mind he can go for the Dragonlance upgrade as well. To fucking pew pew. Because he gets attack range increase and he can multi-shot with it. Actually, isn't that item pretty good for Morphling for farming? Now that I think about it. I didn't consider it at first, but isn't it pretty fucking strong? Where is it? There it is. The Hydra Breath. Isn't this really good for Morphling? Yeah, I think this is a scary item on him, dude. Interesting. Oh yeah, let's see what they did with Murta. Because Murta, I think your ultra late game is pretty weak now with the refresher change, but let's see what they did. Supernatural ability reworked. Whenever an enemy hero dies within 925 units of Murta, she gets 1% spell amp up to a maximum equal to her current level. Whenever Murta dies, she loses half the stacks rounded down? No! What's so sad? Passive ethereal bonuses move to pierce the veil. No longer provides bonus damage. Now grants base damage increase. I mean, that sounds so sad, but maybe I'll keep reading before I judge. I'll keep reading before I judge too much. Percentage damage increase has a passive component. Murta can always attack ethereal. Yep, of course. Lifesteal conversion happens only for blah blah. No longer upgraded by shard. Spectral Slug. New ability granted by Aghanim's shard. Murta shoots a spectral bullet at an enemy, dealing damage, knocking them back, and turning them ethereal for 3 seconds, rendering them immune to physical damage, unable to attack targets, slowed, and becomes 20% more vulnerable to magic damage. Spectral Slug. We're gonna have to demo it. Fuck it. Do a demo. Yeah, I don't know. I'm unhappy that she doesn't have the old spell amp that she had. Losing it sounds sad. Okay. Pretty short range. It's a pretty short range ability. 500s. And knocks back a little bit, slows them. They become immune to physical, they can't attack, and they are slow and vulnerable to magic. Guard the old scepter? Not really. Not really. It's not fully the old scepter. It's like a more balanced version of it. Because the old one, you shot their soul out and they had to retarget and select their soul instead of their hero. It was very weird how it worked. But yeah, I mean, it can be very useful for man-fight scenarios for sure. And either she or the target is ethereal. All of her attack damage is dealt as magical damage, and her physical lifesteal is treated as spell lifesteal. That's also interesting. Her physical lifesteal is treated as spell lifesteal. So you can go for satanic on her. That's also curious. Yeah, I mean, that actually allows for some itemization changes. And people going like Vlad's if you have a Murta is not gonna be bad anymore. Yeah, Mask of Madness is actually way better. For sure, Mask of Madness build is so online. So what's the build for Murta? You probably go Mask of Madness into the oh no, not Hydra Breath because it doesn't work. Probably just Mask of Madness into Mjolnir if you want a hard carry. Or you go like Mask of Madness into Maelstrom into like some other item like Silver Edge, for instance. Curious. Gunslinger damage is replaced with 15 int. That's kind of sad. The Gunslinger damage was really strong. Nagasiren now provides evasion for Nagasiren on her own. Evasion per Naga change from 8 to 4.9 to, or to 4.9.0 plus 0.1 per level. Riptide is always a basic ability. Spirit of the Forests, no longer level with Wrath of Nature, tree radius. Right, him getting stronger. Treant also have Spirit of the Forest and gain bonus damage for each nearby tree and treant. Hold up. Are people actually gonna skill treants now? I guess so. Sprout Vision is increased. Minimum damage is increased. Treant movement speed is increased. Health is decreased actually, but they have 25% magic res. And they deal bonus damage to enemy heroes. Bonus is also affected by the treant damage multiplying talents. Okay. Treants now have free pathing through the trees. I see. Nature's Prophet seems very strong, actually, with these changes. Not even memeing, I think this seems very strong. Facet specific to 100 barrier. HP and damage no longer affects the Spirit of the Forest multiplier. Okay. Back to being an aura buyer micro hero. I don't know if you need to go auras. I think you just do skill Nature's Call. I think that's all you need to do. Like, you can buy auras, for sure. You can definitely buy, like, drums. But I don't think you need to hard commit for auras at all. You can just play Nature's Prophet the way you want. But treants seem good. No longer levels with Reaper Scythe. Okay, so say the skills passively with levels. Duration amplification increased. Spell AoE as a talent. Okay. 5 damage per health missing. And uninteresting changes for Necro. Remove the Heart of Darkness. Hunter and Knight is now an innate ability. Upgrade with Aghanim Scepter increases base movement speed. Oh, bonus move speed by 15. Attack speed by 50. Killing an enemy hero resets cooldowns of all basic abilities. Seems pretty nice. And shards the AoE Void. Okay. Shard AoE Void seems pretty good for farming, no? Push creep waves with this shit. I mean, obviously I like this old one too. Killing Fear no longer upgraded by Aghanim Scepter. What the fuck is this though? Midnight Feast. New basic ability, both passive and active components. Night Stalker heals himself for 6 to 12 health when attacking enemy units. That's pretty good. Attacks on allied units and buildings will not heal him. Can be cast at night to eat a non... Oh, he has the fucking consume built in? He has the old shard built in. Can't be cast on allies. Just eat your fucking lane support. Nighttime rolls around, it's like, sorry buddy. It's been real, but you're out of mana. We all knew this was gonna happen. I mean, this is a basic ability, seems so good. Night Stalker seems very good. I mean, it's just this, I guess. It scales a bit slower than leveling it. Maxing out Hunter and Knight early and being super fast and having super high attack speed did feel really good. But I don't know, man. Seems pretty good still. You can get Aghanim Scepter later on. Getting Shard early is going to be really good. Yeah, I don't know. Seems great. Seems great overall. You get passive healing just for hitting stuff as well. Midnight Feast 100 lifesteal? What? Excuse me? But it's 12. Why is it 112 when it takes the talent? The fuck? But it's 12. What do you mean he lifesteals 112? Fucking Dracula Overlord here? Jesus Christ. Just when you thought the Heroes of Might and Magic vampires were the strongest you have seen. Next, you're gonna tell me that suddenly, instead of having one Night Stalker, you come out of a fight, you have 3 Night Stalkers now. Because they lifesteal. Next Sense is gone. Mana Burn is new innate. Mana Burn is an innate? Passive when Nyx deals damage with attacks or abilities. Wait, what? Yo, wait, what? Nyx auto attacks deal Mana Burn? He's anti-mage. It's Team anti-mage. What the fuck? 12% of the damage dealt. I mean, yeah, it's definitely from Timu, because 12% of a Nyx auto attack is not that much mana burned. Well, he hits you and he deals like maybe 25 damage, and then he burns 12% of that as mana. Okay, it's probably not burning that much mana. Let me see your mana burn at work here, boy. Let me see how much mana you actually burn. It's I feel like this definitely might be a mana burn from Timu. Yeah, let me see it. Oh my god, he's burning 6 mana per hit, guys. I mean, he's winning. Look at that shit. The mana, it's almost running out, guys. Just give him a little bit more time. Abilities do also count, though. So, there we go. Even more mana burned. Do I burn mana if I Vendetta someone? Or if I Spiky? Oh, wait. I return damage because of his fucking... he's the wrong hero to test this against. What if, like, we return a big damage? Burned like fucking 0 mana, dude. I was like, surely this will burn a lot of mana. It burned 50. It's a fucking God Strength hit. Okay. I mean, we're low level, yeah, true. But still. I guess we'll higher level later on, it will burn more. Actually, not really. Because it's a flat 12% of the damage dealt. Mind Flayer now burns damage, burn mana, okay. Place break on hits. Card is reworked, decreased cooldown by 10, first 15 seconds. Oh shit. So he has built-in break now. Built-in break on Vendetta. Interesting. His laning stage is definitely less atrocious than it was before. And his level 6 is kind of good. Built-in break on level 6 is pretty good. Okay, Magi also upgraded by Aghanim's Scepter. Goes refined. Increasing cast speed. Oh, I see. So you get the unrefined, but you also have refined Fire Blast. This one has less cooldown and casts faster. Okay. Aghanim Scepter might actually be good on Ogre now. I never really enjoy seeing it otherwise, but this is kind of sweet. No more learning curve, dudes. The best facet there ever was. I can't believe they're insisting on this stupid fucking 2/0.01 dumb luck mana and mana regen per strength. When you have 100 strength, you get 1 mana regen. $100 strength for 1 mana regen from it. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't really understand why people take this shit. Don't forget the 200 mana. True. That's big stuff right there. Fire blast damage. Multicast chance. Wait, hold up. 10% more multicast chance? For everything? Affects all types of multicasts. Even the Midas, guys. Yo. Keep the Midas. Never leave it. What the fuck? Wall of text on Omni Knights. Base armor decreased by 1. Agi, blah, blah, blah. No longer levels with Guardian Angel. Pierces debuff immunity on Purification. Previously only on allies. No longer gives strength. Much lower cooldown though on Repel. Okay, interesting. Hammer of Purity also pierces debuff immunity. He's just countering BKB, huh? And they reduced the cooldown again. Hold up. 5 to 4 seconds? Base damage reduced by 10%, but at least the cooldown is lower. Damage decreased as well, but now heals Omni Knight for 30% of the damage dealt over the next 5 seconds. Core Omni might be back. Actually might be back, the right-click Omni. Guardian Angel is now no target ability. The effect is applied in an aura centered around Omni Knight that follows him. Has no lingering duration. Radius increase from 400... 700? Jesus, it's big. What the fuck? 700 AoE? Aghanim Scepter becomes global, affects buildings, and amplifies... Okay. Okay. He has the old global one again. Oh, yeah. Actually, Omni Knight seems back overall, not just core. He seems back overall, dude. Repel cast range 200 at level 10? That's crazy good for support Omni. You nullify his ulti. You cannot dispel it. It says it cannot be dispelled. It's an aura around him. Undispellable. So yeah. Nullifier no longer counters him at all. I mean, he could already protect himself with the repel previously. But now things are changing around. A lot of things are changing around. This is dispellable. And the Guardian Angel is not. It's kind of weird. It is dispellable, but it does provide debuff immunity. So you need a debuff immunity piercing dispel. So you need SD, basically. Oracle now also predicts Roshan's exact spawn timer. That bodes well for TA's innate. Or is he just gonna flex on TA and have both the runes and the Roche prediction? And TA will just have the Roche prediction. Diviner's deck, new passive ability granted by Aghanim Scepter. Oracle receives a tarot card buff now and every 90 seconds. The buff is undispellable, lasts until the next one replaces it. Oracle knows which buff will be next. Death, 40% spell... 40% spell amp! The full 100... Wait... 100% gold gain? What do you... Huh? The world, 150% int, 40% heal amp. The tower gain a 400 all damage barrier, which regenerates after not taking damage for 7 seconds. Huh? I mean, that's a lot of really good things, actually. That actually does sound like a pretty strong Aghanims. Very Gamba. Very Gamba, but also pretty damn strong. Yeah, it's Balatro. It is Balatro. It's all the Balatro thingies. I guess it's maybe tarot cards overall. Base Agi is down on OD. Base armor is down as well. Removed is innate. AKA Ominous Discernment, AKA Obstreperous Dissimulator, AKA Obnoxious Determinator, AKA Obsequious Deliberator, aka Ordinary Deconstructor, aka Obnubilated Delineator? What the fuck? Omniscient Desiderator. Yes. They removed it. F. Essence Flux is now an innate ability. Max mana restore depends on the ability it procced on. For regular abilities, max mana changed from 25 to 55 to 40 plus 5 per 5 levels. For attack modifiers that spend mana changed from, okay, thing. Objurgation, new basic ability, has both passive and active components. Increases max mana. Pretty good. Can be activated to create an all damage barrier equal to something plus his mana. Sure. Pretty low cooldown. Can be dispelled. Multiple instances of the objuration does stack. 10 seconds duration. Only 30 seconds cooldown. Wait, how would you get multiple stacks of it? Am I Pepega? Refresher? I guess so. I guess. Or maybe like... Oh, Aghanim Scepter. I guess this is the thing. Increase the max mana by 4. Damage that would bring OD below 20% is prevented, triggering... right, so he gets one trigger like the old Aghanim Scepter, and then he can activate it as well, so those two can stack. And that, I mean, Refresher OD is actually pretty strong. Refresher Hex OD in late game has always been scary. And with this, kinda neat. Nice clips. Radius decreased a little bit. Objurgation cooldown. 20-second cooldown on it. Maybe. Maybe, I guess that's pretty good. The OD seems a lot better. You tried them. Yeah, I mean, it does seem nicer. It does seem nicer overall. Angle, slow duration is increased. Shield crash, damage is increased a bit. Armor reduction is decreased, but only by 1. And stun is improved to 1.2. Okay, Bango getting some wins. PA no longer levels with the ulti. Banish radius is smaller early on. Kind of whatever changes for her as well. She does get faster later on. User armament minimum damage increased by changed by 2 per 3 levels to 2, 3. This means two things. Bonus damage increases 1 level earlier, and PL will gain 1 more damage increase on level 30. Okay. Remove Blinding Sun innate ability. Dying Light. Yep. Dying Lighting. Yes, less mischance, please. Colossal innate ability rework. Primarily has a 10% base slow resistance and gains AoE percentage AoE and slow resistance for every 100. Hold the fuck up. Slow resistance and AoE for just gaining health? I guess it's not that high numbers, but it's not that low numbers either. Like, I've definitely seen Primal Beast run around with like 5,000 HP quite easily, right? That's 25% AoE increase. Yeah. And then the strength neutral. AoE radius. Yeah, I mean, that sounds strong, dude. Not be slowed or rooted during trample, replaced with colossal 2x bonuses during trample. Wait, so at 5,000 HP, he would be getting a 50% AoE increase? I see. Good level 30, but not good level 25. Yeah, I mean, pulverized duration is crazy good, but with the refresher change, I'm not sure pulverized duration is always better. Because you're not gonna double BKB, double ulti. Try it. I want to see it. I want to see it in action. Okay, we're gonna use something for reference points. Let's just use Meteor Hammer. Move him. Okay, so for reference point here, we just use Meteor Hammer like on this target here. See the AoE. Okay. Already at level 30 with nothing but a Meteor Hammer, it's already 19% AoE increase. Okay. That's assuming just that. I mean, we definitely would have Shivas. Just play with the idea of having, I guess, art and this. Yeah, it's only on the trample activate as well. So wait, it's gonna get worse. Interesting. Rock the AoE? Oh, sorry. Jesus! What the fuck is that? It's a fucking nuke, dude. What? I mean... Yeah, do you also enjoy my radiance applying to him over here? Radiance is reaching this guy over here. Oh my god, dude, the ulti is stunning them down there. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, that's something for sure. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. You know, I'm pretty certain there's some broken stuff going on with that. All right. I haven't done this before, but I'm actually gonna just call it here with a read. My voice is dying, and I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna check one thing before I go, and that's the hero that I still have a lot of love for, and that's TA. It's a long fucking patch, dudes. I'm gonna read this and then be out for the day. Read Rubik. I will read stuff when I come back. In a piece, new innate for TA improves with TA's level after remaining stationary for 0.25 seconds. Templar begins meditating, gaining bonus health regen and mana regen. It's fucking Yoshimitsu. Bonus linearly increase from 0 up to their maximum, after which... Oh, after 2.05 seconds. Minus blah blah per level, moving from the current position or taking damage from enemy resets Region bonuses. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So standing still. Refraction upgraded with Aghanim Shard increases the bonus damage by 30. Allows refraction to be cast while disabled. Melds. Now, if attack that broke meld splits with Psyblades, bonus damage and armor reduction are now applied to all of them. Okay, so she kind of got that facet built in. And Psionic Trap no longer upgraded with the shards. Upgrade with Aghanim Scepter. When activated, traps also silence the enemy from 0.25 to 3 seconds depending on... That's an Aghanim Scepter? Holy. That's it? I mean, sure, it's 3 seconds, but that is so bad, dude. Jesus Christ, that's a terrible Aghanim Scepter. Oh, I guess she went from having the worst innate in the game to having one of the worst Aghanim Scepters in the game. I mean, I am giving it a little bit more hate than it deserves. It does do a lot in late game when you're completely gear capped. Teleport plus silence. Teleport? Where the fuck do you see teleport? I don't think so. Oh, does it still give that? Okay. I thought they removed it. Okay, then it's... okay. I thought it straight up was just that. That's why I was so sad. Okay, okay. It did say also, I guess. Oh, my bad. I'm tired. Been a long day. I mean... Max science duration is a nice thing. It's pretty interesting. I'll play with it. Oh, she has a meditating pose. Look at that. Meditate. I'm gonna come out of my retirement, boys. I'm gonna come out of my retirement and start playing TA again. Cass era ended, TA era is turned. I'll play both. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I'll be reading more patch notes and playing more games tomorrow. But I have to be out. I have to be out for now. I'm too exhausted. I will see you guys around. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves, and hope you have fun on this patch. Good luck in your pubs. And yeah, don't fall.